Welcome to downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin, historic UW-Milwaukee Panther Arena. It's the Milwaukee Admirals and the Iowa Wild on this Saturday night. Tonight's game brought to you by Landmark Credit Union, the presenting partner of your Milwaukee Admirals. The Admirals at 17-17, 2-1. The Iowa Wild at 10-25, 4-1. It's round two of this two-game weekend set after last night the outdoor classic going the route of the Admirals in a come from beyond fashion, 3-2 in overtime. At this time, before we drop the puck between the Admirals and the Wild, we get ready for our national anthem.
Performing God Bless America, Greenfield High School Choir, followed by the Star Spangled Banner with Karen Jest.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Go Ads!
Karen Jest. And now performing God Bless America, the Greenfield High School Choir.
Our national anthem, and God Bless America, as we check out the starting lines. First for the Iowa Wild on defense, Carson Lambos and Matt Kierstead. Left winger is Dylan Gambrell. At center, Hunter Haight. Right winger is Jerry Mayhew. Starting goaltender, Cal Peterson. On my right-hand side, as for the Milwaukee Admirals, they counter with Kevin Gravel and Ryan Ufko on defense. Left winger is Reed Schaefer. Starting center, Oasis Weisblatt. Right winger is Daniel Carr. And to my left in goal is Magnus Krona. Both teams are wearing their outdoor classic jerseys once again here on this Saturday. So the Admirals in the dark blue, Iowa Wild in the whites. Carl Taylor on the bench, the head coach of the Milwaukee Admirals, opposed by Greg Cronin, the first-year head coach for the Iowa Wild, who once again have lost 9 in a row. Opening face-off, Hunter Haight, Oasis Weisblatt. Admirals from my left to right, Wild my right to left here in the opening 20. Happy to have you with us on this Saturday, and away we go with the puck being controlled as it was knocked back to Matt Kierstead. Knocked away at center and sent right back into the Iowa Wild zone, met halfway by Cal Peterson, making his first appearance since the 12th of December. Up his left side with Lambos. Up the right wing, deflected off the stick of Dylan Gambrell back into the corner in the Admiral zone. Found in the trapezoid and backhanded down ice by Reed Schaefer. Nearly picked up at center and going down went Weisblatt. Back to the way come the Wild. Across the Admirals blue line. And the first shot attempt from Mayhew is stopped by Krona. Rebound along the far wall outside the right wing circle. And brought back in by Reed Schaefer. Schaefer back behind the Admirals net, comes up this near side. He'll drag it through neutral and lift it. Near side corner in the Wild end of the ice. Slides into the trapezoid, taken away by Joachim Kimmel, left out in front. Played by Jake Lucchini. Lucchini back near side corner outside the right wing circle. Knocked back through center and back after it. For the Admirals goes Andreas England, put it off the left wing boards. Again through center, Lucchini. Getting pestered on the backside. Pressure being applied there by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Near the Wild blue line, picked off by Will Smolek, the defenseman from Rochester, Minnesota. Right wing of the Admiral zone, back into by Smolek, got it deflected on the far wall. Back out it comes. Off the stick of Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Off the back wall to our left. Near side corner. Good pressure being applied to the backside, and England going to knock it out of the Admiral zone and does back to center, but controlled here by the Wild. Off the back skate by Will Smolek. Up the right wing, shot into the Admiral zone by Ben Gleason. Far side and near side, found near side corner. Met back behind the Admirals cage by Tanner Molendijk, plays it back up the left wing. Out of the Admiral zone, getting spun around. Puck slides to the Wild end of the ice, but they control as they send it around the board from the far side to the near side, outside the right wing circle. Now from the right point, dumped far side corner by Andrew Gibson. Wild take it away back along the near circle. From their own zone, put up the near wall by DJ King, now sports jersey number 50, not number 5, for the Iowa Wild. Taken away at center by Cole O'Hara. Again, he flicks it into the Iowa zone. Right wing circle now in the near side corner with 17:43 to go in a scoreless opening period. Off a hit along the far side. Hit that was given by Sean Element. Puck comes back near side corner in the Wild zone. Retrieved by Jack Peart, the defenseman from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, St. Cloud State graduate. Through the slot, Peart up the right wing. Pass goes into the Admiral zone, far side corner. Off the stick of Ryan Sandelin. He scored a goal in last night's Outdoor Classic. Outside the near circle. Wrestled away by Kyle Marino. Out of the Admiral zone. Sent right back into the Wild end of the ice to our right, but icing here against the Admirals with 17:07 to go in this opening period and no score. Game 38 for the Admirals, looking to make it back-to-back win following a 3-game losing streak. Last night being their 10th overtime game, their 7th win in OT. Just their 3rd win when trailing after 2. Face off in the Admiral zone to the right side, stick side of Magnus Krona. And jumping the gun did Jackson Nelson. We'll try again, knocking it back on the near wall. Played back out to the point, swung to the far side by Riley Heights. And knocked off the stick of Krona. That was Ben Jones who took that last face-off, 18, not 16, with the Outdoor Classic jerseys for the Wild, as they shoot it right back into the Admiral zone. Weisblatt getting knocked down. Puck goes along the far wall and back to center with Matt Kierstead, the defenseman from Elk River, Minnesota. The Wild backskate from their own zone, put along the near wall, picked off at center and get knocked down to the ice at England. Weisblatt, left wing circle, leaves it back, and a quick shot taken by Molendijk is blocked by Cal Peterson. He'll make the save for the Wild. Shoveled ahead and picked off again by Reed Schaefer. Back through center for the Admirals. Up the left wing he goes. Into the Wild end of the ice. Leaving it back. Puck comes back. England, one-time attempt never got through as he went to fire. It was blocked atop the right wing circle. Another slap shot for Schaefer. Save made. Right now shook up is Jerry Mayhew. He blocked the attempt by England. He wobbles back for the Wild bench area. But a save made here with Cal Peterson halting play with 16:10 to go in a scoreless opening period. And right now, onto the ice for the Wild, Ryan Sandelin taking the spot of Mayhew. Face-off, stick side, left side of Cal Peterson. Weisblatt on the draw, being opposed by Hunter Cates. He just returned on loan from the Minnesota Wild on Thursday and scored a goal last night, his 8th on the year in 27 games with the Iowa Wild. They win this faceoff, take it away in the slot. Quick shot blocked by Peterson. Right there in front, you had Daniel Carr with the shot attempt in the slot for the Admirals. Pass comes from Dylan Gambrell. Now they center up the right side. Ben Gleason. Far side corner, Molendijk. Lifted by Carr along the far wall. Schaefer right back with Carr. He got knocked down, gets back up along the far wall, trying to knock the puck free. Comes free along the top of the far circle and played over and put off the near wall by England. Out of the Admiral zone. Schaefer got turned around. Weisblatt from center. Off the stick of Carr. And left back on the pass from Dylan Gambrell. He has points in 5 consecutive games for the Wild. They have the puck back beyond their own net. Waiting with it, Ben Gleason. Gleason in his first season with the Wild. Last year played with Lehigh Valley and Bakersfield. Also a former Texas Star. Puck shot back into the Admiral zone along the near wall. Knocked down low by Joachim Kemmel off Gibson's stick. Far side corner. And brought back in by Zach LaRue. Came through with the game winner last night. Up his right wing, left back by Joachim Kemmel, sent right back down low by Lucchini. Joachim Kemmel to go back after it into the trapezoid, comes back, right wing circle, Gibson knocks it along the near wall. Lucchini getting held up, puck along this near wall, and Carson Lambos, near side corner for the Wild, banked off the near wall by Joachim Kemmel. Quick shot atop the near circle by Gibson, rebound, put back, and Peterson able to cover up. Right there in front was LaRue. Also in front was Lucchini, and a cover up here for Cal Pearson stopping play with 14:45 to go in a scoreless opening period. Some early offense. The Admirals putting some pressure on. And again, they got better as the game went on last night in the less than ideal conditions with a game time temperature of -8 in Hastings, Minnesota. But what a heck of a opportunity for both of these teams. The 13th AHL Outdoor Classic in 90 years of American Hockey League action. Face-off stick side, left side of Cal Peterson. David Edstrom on the draw for the Admirals. Now opposed by Jackson Nelson. Waiting for the puck to drop, and Edstrom getting thrown out of the face-off, being replaced by Cole O'Hara. Knocked far side back out to the right point, Gibson on the near wall. Sending it down low, out of the far side. Gathered in by Matt Kierstead. Out of the Wild zone, but the Admirals retrieve it. Gibson will send it right back into the Wild zone around the boards. Near side to far side. Sent right back to the near side along the right wing board. Gibson near the point, off balance. Right to Ralston. Knocked back through center. Racing after it. Brought in here by Jackson Nelson. Skates down low. Far side to near side corner. Press from the backside, plays it back out to the point. King had it blocked. Had deflected off O'Hara along the right wing circle. Brought back in by Jordan Osterley, who comes in 1 assist away from 100 in his AHL career. Admirals control near the extended goal line to the left of Krona. Waiting with the puck. Osterley skates out with it from left to right now through neutral. Gets across center before shooting into the Wild zone. Far side to near side outside the near circle. Wills gets knocked off the puck by King. Knocking it back, trying to knock it back toward the point, but it's picked off instead by Dylan Gambrell. Gambrell near side corner. Outside the near circle, Willis had to take it away. Play down low, Gambrell right back into the side area. Trying to get a forehand on it. Right there in front, you had Hunter Haight. And will skate back out with it up the left wing. Into the Wild zone, sent far side corner. King backhands along the far wall, brought back in by Jack Peart. Some hard hitting as the Wild skate right back into the Admiral zone, back out to the point. Sent down low by Gambrell. Taken away along the far circle and played back off the far wall. Gleason right back after for the Wild. Will leave it near side circle for Smolek. Smolek taken off for his stick at center, and then Schaefer bumped off the puck. Taken back away by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Slide far side corner to the Admiral zone. England picks it up. Back behind the Admiral's net. Trying to send it along the near wall to Weisblatt. Back out to the point left side. Now high slot shot attempt taken by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. A stop made here by Krona. Some pushing and shoving after the fact, and a stoppage here in play. 12:50 left in a scoreless opening period. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app. Admirals fans, Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial is the proud new sponsor of the Admirals Interactive Zone on our main concourse. Check out the Modern Woodman Family Village next time you're at the arena. Visit their photo booth, bubble hockey station, inflatable shoot-a-puck, and so much more. And Nicolay Law, award-winning injury lawyer serving the Midwest. Injured? Get Nicolay Law. That's 1-855-NICOLAY or visit nicolaylaw.com. That's NICOLET law.com. No score, 12:50 left here in the opening period. Shots early at 5-4 in favor of the Admirals. Face-off stick side, right side of Magnus Krona. On the draw, you have Ben Jones. Opposed by Weisblatt. Jones thrown out of the face-off. And being replaced here by Riley Height. Out to the point left side, kept in by Gleason. Shot across off the far wall. Smollett dumping it down low and controlled by the Admirals. Out with it. Is sent ahead. And by Weisblatt off the back wall and icing here against the Admirals. So both teams will skate the other way. Admirals come in with a home record, 11-5-1-0. They've won 3 out of the last 4 here on home ice. We'll be here again on Tuesday at 7 p.m. against the Rockford IceHawks. Weisblatt against Jones on the face-off to the right of Krona. Try again as both waiting for the puck to drop. It's knocked back near side and out it goes to Lambos along the near wall. With Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Puck out of the Admiral zone. Schaefer reaching up, finds it left circle, skates down low on the wraparound off the outside of the near pipe. The wraparound attempt by Schaefer now from the right point. Ufko steered away. Right circle, Schaefer on the feed from Weisblatt back out of the zone. Ufko finds it at center. The Admirals All-Star, Ryan Ufko, one of the top scoring defensemen of the American Hockey League. On the near wall in front of the Wild bench. Off the stick of Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Knocked right back into the Wild zone. They control far circle. Carson Lambos, former first-round pick of the Minnesota Wild in 2021, will shoot it down ice. Admirals find it. Up the left wing boards. And set the head. Into the Wild zone. Lucchini back at the point will leave it off. Looking out in front, you had Weisblatt. Right there in front, you had Zach LaRue. And again, the puck down ice, this time icing against the Wild off the back wall to our left with 11:33 to go in a scoreless opening period. Looking for that quick start again yesterday. The Admirals falling behind 2-0. Got better as the game went on. 19 of their 37 shots came in the third or overtime. Face off to the right of Peterson. Lucchini taking the face off. Across the way, if Caden Bankier. Battle of 19s. Reaching in does Jean-Luc Foodie. Now out in front, the Wild will back up the right wing with Caden Bankier. Up the right side, moving in. Opportunity as the puck comes along this near wall, but off the stick there with Oscar Olsson, the forward from Sweden. Back beyond the Admirals' nets. Outside this near circle, getting knocked down, Caden Bankier. And we have a holding penalty coming up against the Admirals. That's going to come 8:57 into this opening period. Battle with Caden Bankier. And a hold is going to go against Andrew Gibson. So the first power play tonight belongs to the Wild. They went 0 for 1 in the power play in the Outdoor Classic last night in Hastings, Minnesota. On the year, 15.9% of the power play, 26 among 32, at 24 for 151. They're 0 for 7 in 3 games against the Admirals. The Admirals, they rank 12th on the penalty kill at almost 82%. The opposition is 23 for 127. Face off to the right of Krona in the Admiral zone. Edstrom against Ben Jones. And Jones thrown out of the face-off and being replaced by Hunter Haight. Haight with 1 power play goal, 5 power play assists. Back out to the point, Gambrell Down low, deflects off the near side corner. Right back with Hunter Hates. Out to the left point. Gambrell now out to the right point. Gleason right back. Center point shot taken. That by Gambrell. Knocked away by Krona. Right back out to Gleason. Right point. Banks off the right wing boards. Now left in front shot. Krona deflects the attempt in the slot area. That came off the wind up by Jerry Mayhew back out there for the Wild. Top the near side circle. Haight back to Gambrell. One-time attempt right circle from Gleason is off the mark. On the near wall, battle for it outside the circle and take it away and sent down ice off the clearance by Zach LaRue. Net behind the net by Kel Peterson. 10:15 to go in a scoreless opening period. Minute 10 to go on the Wild power play. Up the right wing, Gambrell got knocked off the puck. On the recovery, Hunter Haight skates around with it now across the Admirals line. He got upended by Joachim Kimmel off the takeaway near side. Right side, Osterley. High slot, passes left side. Lucchini had to deflect. Putback goes wide. Joachim Kimmel, he's down to the crease area, slowly getting back up. He's behind Peterson. He is down to stick lays in the blue paint. On the Iowa side, Gambrell. High slot off the wall to our left. Puck got deflected. Gambrell trying to knock it down. You have Oscar Olason on the far wall. Lucchini on the clearance. Near side corner. The puck deflected to the Wild zone. And retrieved here by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. 20 seconds left in the Wild power play. 9:20 left in the scoreless opening period. Olason up the left wing. Now down low near side corner. Played back out to the points. From the center point. Played over by Matt Kierstead. In the feed right back. Center point shot. Gloved by Krona. Able to make the catch in that left mitt. With 9:06 to go here in the first. 3 seconds left on the power play. That came from the center point for Matt Kierstead. His first season with the Wild after spending the last 4 years with Charlotte. Personnel changes here for the Wild. Weisblatt, Kevin Gravel, Ryan Ufko, and Daniel Carr out there for the Admirals. Face-off win for the Wild. Shot blocked for Jack Peart. Back to 5-on-5. Gibson out of the box. Under 9 to go here in the opening period with no score. Gibson finds the rebound off the pads. A Krona banks off the near wall. Knocked down near the point. It was caught in the air and dropped by Nelson. Far side, again Krona with the save. And up the right side for the Wild. A look that came the direction for Ryan Sandelin. A break of the action. 8:45 to go here in the first. We have no score. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app. Your summer plans start at Summerfest. Summer's biggest music festival takes over the lakefront from June 18th through 20th, June 25th through 27th, and July 2nd through 4th. See artists like Garth Brooks, Ed Sheeran, and many more. Don't miss Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Visit summerfest.com for more info. And with the Admirals score 4, you score a free small frosty classic at Wendy's. No purchase necessary, valid only at participating Wisconsin Wendy's. Offer expires within 24 hours after the game. 8:45 left here in a scoreless opening period. Right now, according to the scoreboard, shots are at 9-6 in favor of the Wild. They're 0 for 1 in the power play. Face off to the left of Krona. Weisblatt back out of the ice. Knocked back by Nelson. A face-off win for the Wild. Pearts, he'll fire. Krona knocks it back near side corner. Played back out to the point. Off the feed over from Lambos. Right circle shot off the back wall. Look there for Bradley Merrick. Got a couple of assists this season against the Admirals. Wide flat far side corner. Out of the circle. Knocked away from Gibson. Now a digging motion along that far wall. So knocked the puck free. Knocked over by Osterley. Over, and Gibson will send it ahead. Centering feed Schaefer knocked off his stick off the near wall and then sent into the stands. So a souvenir here at historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. As it flies over the glass. Wild bench area. 8:10 to go here in the opening period. Ufko, Gravel, Edstrom, Ralston, and O'Hara on the ice for the Admirals. Face off at center. Edstrom takes this draw against Ben Jones. Knocked back, and the left defenseman Kevin Gravel. Edstrom will send it down low around the back wall and met halfway by Peterson. Again with King, got deflected far side. Gleason right back to King. Up the right wing, will send it ahead. And picked back off along the far circle of the Admiral zone by Ufko, played ahead. Edstrom, give it right back to King, and we have a whistle. So the face-off coming up. We have a interference call against the Iowa Wild. That's going to come 12-14. Into this opening period, into the box will go Nicholas Obey Kubel. The Admirals number one of the AHL in the power play at 29.3% at 39 for 133. They went 1 for 4 last night. The Wild, about 80% of the penalty kill. That's 21st among 32. The opposition is 26 for 129. The Admirals are going 4 for 13 on the power play in 3 games against the Wild. The puck goes back out. Ufko. High circle, quick one-time attempt to stop. Joachim Kemmel on the feed from Daniel Carr. Back out to the point, puck slides out of the zone. Ufko retrieves it. He skates into the Admiral zone. Between the circles, coming up the near side. Ufko leaving it back. Feed over from Carr, getting the pass right back from wide flat, knocked away by Sandelin. Admirals recover at center. Ufko skating around at the Admirals line, leaves it back. Carr through center, into the Wild zone. Off LaRue, back down low. And played back out and picked off again by Sandelin, who clears it off the far wall for the Wild. Kemmel leaves it off for Ufko. Back into the O-zone. Wide splat over a stick from the point right side. Again knocked out of the zone, getting a piece of it. Did Hunter Haight. Left wing, Joachim Kemmel. Into the Wild zone, lost his handle, trying to recover, deflected off the skate of Ben Jones. From the center point now, sliding right circle. Reed Schaefer skating down low, fires, and a save made. Feeling off the near side did Kel Peterson. And Reed Schaefer took it right circle, skating down low. Peterson able to stop the shot that came high from Schaefer. And this for Reed Schaefer, his 100th career game with the Admirals. Just returned on Nashville on Tuesday. He has come through with 4 goals, 2 of which have come on the power play. This power play, 51 seconds left. 6:36 left in the first with no score. Face-off to the left of Cal Peterson. Lucchini on the face-off against Ben Jones. Out there with Schaefer. You have O'Hara, Osterley, and Molendijk. Wild clear from right to left, met halfway by Magnus Krona behind the Admirals net. Out with it, Molendijk. Skates between the circles, now straight up the left side. Angles passing off left wing. Left back by Osterley, another Wild clearance. 30 seconds left on the first Admirals power play. Lucchini through center, across the Admirals logo, will shoot it off the near side corner. On the ricochet, O'Hara fires, and a save made by Peterson. And we have a penalty as well. A tripping call coming up here. Puck was shot into the near side corner boards. Ricocheted right to the oncoming Cole O'Hara, who fired, and a save by Cal Pearson, but now a tripping call as well. That's going to go against Bradley Merrick. 5-on-3 for 20 seconds. This penalty, 13:55 into the opening period. Got a great ricochet, and O'Hara fired, and Merrick reached out with his stick and tripped up O'Hara, who's playing the puck. So a 5-on-3 face-off to the right of Cal Peterson. Wide flat, gonna knock it near side. Joakim Kimmel has it, plays it over, Ufko. Right circle, fires! That deflected off Peterson. Near side corner, right back out, and Jones will lift it through the rafters off the far side corner boards into the Admiral zone on the clearance. The penalty about to expire on Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Still a minute 40 left on the latest tripping call. So it's 5-on-4. Sent down low to Carr. Near side corner. Zach LaRue. Puck wobbles into the near side circle. Jones out with it. And Jones will lift it and softly send it near side corner boards into the Admirals' end of the ice. Ufko picks it up behind the Admirals' net. He skates ahead, leaves it back. Brought in by Daniel Carr. At the right point, Lucchini zips it across off the far wall. Brought back in by Smolek. Trying to clear cannot. On the far wall, Joakim Kimmel. Top the left wing circle. Kimmel getting knocked down on his knees, pops back up, but the puck slides out of the zone. Off the near wall, reaching out. Dylan Gambrell had a piece of it. Gambrell right there for the Wild, but sent right back into the Wild zone. Joakim Kimmel, Molendyke center point. Right circle, Osterley. He'll fire wide. Just past the glove of Peterson. Molendyke. High slot now, right circle. Osterley, blast one. No, rebound. Lucchini off the back wall to our right. Near side corner. 33 seconds left on the power play. Kimmel. Molendyke, right back to Joakim Kimmel. High slot, right circle. Osterley. Down low. Lucchini turns, fires off the left shoulder of Peterson. Puck comes back on the far wall. Kimmel's trying to reach out and just slide out of the zone. As the Admirals get back on side, he'll play it back to Magnus Krona. Krona going back up the left wing. Osterley now through center. Passing over to his right. Lucchini into the Wilds and leaving it back left point. Osterley over to Molendyke. Top the right wing circle. Whiffs on his pass. Final seconds tick away. It's going to be back to 5-on-5. So a couple of power play opportunities go awry. Molendyke through center. He got bumped into by Bradley Merrick, fresh onto the ice from the box for the Wild. They will zip it up the right side, lifted, trying to bat it out of the air to Molendyke. Far side corner, Nicholas Obey-Kubel right there for the Wild. Now left wing circle, Blast got blocked. So a block there by Weisblatt. Second look, 2 looks there for Matt Kierstead. Second one blocked by Krona. Kierstead, now high slot. Olason back out right point. Backhand into the zone by Lambos. Wildfire blocked again. A block this time by Joey Willis on the windup by Olason. Off the end boards. Back right point, Carson Lambos. Left circle, Matt Kierstead. Now a couple players getting tangled up, being Lambos along with Element. Meanwhile, play continues. Those two go their separate directions. Wind up by Kierstead. Got deflected. Kierstead trying to stay with it. High slot. He'll fire, had a block. That got deflected off the body of Sean Element. Sent out of the air into the Wild zone. Knocked down and played by Kierstead on the back skate. Near circle in the Wild zone. Onkeman O'Hara going across the way. Ben Gleason off the right wing boards. Back comes Gibson, far side. Going to leave it back, and the Admirals will skate out of their zone with it. And up the left wing, sent ahead with Ryder Ralston. Ralston along the far wall, back out near the point. Deflects back out to the right wing circle. O'Hara knocked off his stick and brought back in by Hunter Hates. Taken away through neutral and brought back in as Gibson will send it far side. Now picked off near the blue line. It is on the turn with Bradley Merrick into the Admiral zone, left into the slot. Left back and England to Gibson off the near wall. For the Admirals bench will bank it off the near wall, down ice from left to right, outside the near circle in the Wild zone. Over it goes to Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Slides up the right wing boards. Ufko finds it far side corner. 1:45 to go in a scoreless opening period. Up the left wing. Reed Schaefer through center. Now across the Iowa line. Deflects it off the near wall. Down low. Over there for the Wild is Will Smolek. Right wing circle on the turn. Played back by Carr. Getting the pass right back from Ufko going across the way. And now Ufko left circle. Knocked off his stick. Right there, Riley Height. Back beyond the Iowa net. Found near side. Sent away from Carr. Right back through neutral. And a hard hit in front of the Wild bench. Then involving Obe Kubel. Carr at center knocking it back. 1:12 to go in a scoreless opening period. Shot right back into the Wild zone by Kevin Gravel as he skates off. Put off the deflection by Cal Peterson. Now left back in the trapezoid for the Wild. Control here by Jack Peart. Peart between the circles, right to left for the Wild. Up the left wing boards at the blue line, getting a piece of it to Merrick. Maybe not, never touched it. Icing here against the Wild. 50.5 seconds left in a scoreless opening period. And so far, the Wild 0 for 1 in the power play. Iowa's 0 for 2. Shots are at 12-11. Wild. Face off in the Wild zone to the right of Peterson. Jake Lucchini on the face-off, opposed by Jackson Nelson, who played a couple years with the Providence Bruins. Trying to knock it back. Instead, won by the Wild. Will send it around the board. Trying to anyway from far side to near side. Right back to the Admirals blue line. Got by Osterley, near side corner, Gibson. Back out to left point, got away from Lambos, taken away, reaching out, did LaRue, batted. Joachim Kemmel goes right back into the Admiral zone. Osterley near circle, Gibson on the centering feed. LaRue trying to drag it into the Iowa zone. His path cut off, and Lambos will send it down ice. Bouncing puck, right to left, wobbles. That stops the clock with 15.9 seconds left here in the opening period. An icing whistle here against the Wild. Face-off back in their zone will take place stick side of Peterson. Again, he made his first appearance since losing at Manitoba on December 12th. He allowed 6 goals with 30 saves. Last couple of years played with Lehigh Valley after also spending some time in the past with Ontario. Face-off to his left. Marino knocks it back, tapped over by Willis. Molendijk, far side. Ufko, top the left wing circle. Taken away by Jerry Mayhew. Now kept into the Wild zone. And a blast by Marino is saved. He teed it up. And now a couple players pushing and shoving in front of Peterson. Able to make the save. Cooler heads will prevail with 4 seconds left here in the opening period. That puck just kind of stood there frozen near the left wing circle, and Kyle Marino able to tee it up. Looking for his 4th goal on the year. With 4 seconds left here in the first. The face-off stays in the Wild zone. Right side glove side of Cal Peterson. Element, Marino, Ufko, Molendijk on the ice with Willis. Marino taking the face-off. Across the way, Hunter Hates. Element reaches in. Found near the dot. Element in front, Willis. A cover-up here for Pearson and again. Some pushing and shoving. Following the cover-up here by Pearson, the horn sounds. And we were through a period on this Saturday. No score. The Milwaukee Admirals and the Iowa Wild stay tuned. The first intermission report comes your way next. You're tuned in to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app.
The room for advancements there, it seems like on 30 you get a lot of overtime too. So like the 401k when they bench you, it's more.
Okay.
I haven't worked at a place where they give you HSA like just a match. I wouldn't have learned everything I could have learned and grow so fast for this role if I didn't have my trainers. You see that like I actually care about my job, making sure everything's right. Yeah, I see myself growing a lot in the company.
All right, fans, let's hear it for Sargento's
Oh, please do.
process technician
Please do.
in manufacturing, James Young. Make some noise. Give it up for him. Way to go, James. Continue the great work.
Yeah, season winding down quickly.
All right, Matt, what you got going?
Well, it's time for the Festival of Foods Icebreaker. That's what's going on.
How are you?
Products, exceptional experience, Festival of Foods.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, like 3 minutes.
Grocery store.
It'll be easy. Nothing hard. So appreciate it. I appreciate it.
driven for memories. Contact your local Milwaukee Toyota dealer to reserve yours now or visit Toyota.com for more information. Toyota, let's go places and let's go ahead!
All right, fans, for your intermission entertainment, we got the kids for you. It's youth hockey. The Sheboygan Lakers fights tonight. Give them a hand.
It is, you're right. But I'll take it. Dear Winter 25 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive Toyotas are ready. Toyota, let's go places. And people can't stop screaming about Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza. And no wonder, there's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer. Screamin' Sicilian, taste what the screamin' is about. It's the first intermission here inside historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. No score, Admirals and the Wild happen to be joined by Admirals GM Scott Nickel. And I'm sure you get this question a lot, but what does a AHL GM do in comparison to, say, an NHL GM?
Probably about the same. You know, it's probably, for me, my biggest, guess you could say, is probably development, so that's what we're more focused on. I think up top, your wins and losses. Here we're more development, and we still have trades in the American League. In my title also, I'm player development, so I still see all our drafted kids that we draft, and then I see them come up through junior college overseas, and then kind of build the team with our scouting staff, our pro scouts, and trying to insulate them into the American Hockey League. So a little bit the same, just probably not the same pressure as they got big guys sitting in the chair.
Sure, you look at a game like this, so as you sit and take this game in, what do you watch for? What are you looking for?
Well, for me, we write a report on every one of our prospects. So everybody on our team tonight will write a report into our system. So our GM and all our coaches and our scouts and development staff, they read the reports, and that's kind of how we all kind of stay into contact with our development side, our amateur side, our pro side. For me, I just look at how they're growing from September to November to December. We have a super young team this year. We got 8 rookies this year. So just see the growth of the details, because you get kids from all walks of life. You get some kids who don't even speak English, and then you get some kids who've been in college for 3 years, and you get some 19, 20-year-olds out of junior hockey in Saskatoon, Medicine Hat, where not necessarily they have the pro habits. So kudos to our coaching staff. It's a little bit of a melting pot of kids that we get, and the try and insulate them with your Gravels and Lucinis and some of your older guys to help them look up to their peers, and rather than just come from the coaching staff.
Talking with Admiral GM Scott Nickel, you mentioned a young team, and you talk about the development. Do you like what you're seeing? Forget wins and losses for a second. Do you like the development of this team at this point now, 37 games in?
Yeah, like we're asking a lot from our young kids. Like this is the youngest team I've had since I've probably been here. So you're just looking for, some nights is probably not fair. We've been kind of the benchmark for the last 4 or 5 years in this, especially in this division in the league, by going to the Western Conference Final. And you look, we beat Texas, Manitoba, Game 5s, Rockford's Games 5. So they have us circled on the calendar, and then, our young guys haven't been through it. So they're like, geez, these guys are playing us hard tonight. So we expect a lot from them, and we play a lot of games in short amount of nights. Like we were just in Hastings last night, 4.5-hour drive, got in at 3 this morning, and right back on the horse and ready to play.
Let me ask you about the Outdoor Classic, your thoughts on the night that was.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Like a ton of planning goes into it. I thought our players did a great job. They worked, they competed. You never know on those kind of situations with the weather being so cold. I get a shout out to our equipment staff. Like you forget all the behind the scenes, like our equipment managers with the foot warmers, hand warmers, to toques and extra steel and all the things they had to go in, and then our medical staff make sure they're safe. That's the main concern. Make sure they're safe, and like even our bus, we're ready to a game and our bus didn't start, so we had to get another bus, and that's our assistant GM down here, Ryan Costello. He handles all that. Then they have to drive a bus from Milwaukee because that one wouldn't start. So was a lot of moving parts just to get the game on the ice. And then, of course, with Aaron Sims and all that, what he went through, like everybody sacrificed, but I think it was for great cause, great charity, and we got the 2 points.
Let me wrap it up asking you about the Admirals All-Star. A heck of a defenseman, a top scorer, and Ryan Ufko. What have you seen from Ufko?
Oh, he just does everything for us. I know he's a little undersized defenseman, but right from when we got him out of UMass Amherst, he came in, stepped in playoffs, and feels like he's been here 3 years, but it's only his second year. Like, he does everything very well. Super competitive, super poised, makes plays, sees the ice, and hopefully he'll get his opportunity this year, which I think he will, and he's ready. He had a little taste of it at the end of the year last year to kind of get him into our playoffs and then going into the summer, but for sure, first ballot All-Star for me, and he's been driving our young team, and he's leading our team in scoring and defenseman, so he's a really good leveled-headed young man that has got his priorities in order.
Well, Scott, thanks a lot for the time. Continued success, and hopefully the Admirals get a big win here again tonight.
All right, great. Thank you.
Happy to be joined by Admirals GM Scott Nickel. More of the first anniversary report in a moment. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHearts radio app. So, Andrew, is the log correct? This is a 3-minute break, then it's 2.5, and then 2. Okay, thank you. Okay. We should be good because I'm not going to say much. This next break, I'll do the reads and go right back to break.
Fans Parents, please welcome the Greenfield Middle School Band.
The AHL hits harder on Flow Hockey. Every game, every goal, every hit, all season long. AHL TV on Flow Hockey gives you the access to every AHL game. Watch your team, fellow top prospects, and stay on top of all the action on the ice. Subscribe now to stream it all live on AHL TV on Flow Hockey. Usinger's famous sausage has been family owned and made right here in Milwaukee since 1880. Enjoy a tasty brat or hot dog during the game. You can also visit their retail store just around the corner on MLK Drive. And overtime and shootout games all season long are brought to you by Zaganiac Planning, a leading provider of health insurance, employee benefits, and retirement planning services. Just like hockey, at Zaganiac Planning, we create plans around your goals. Zaganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service. After one, no score, Milwaukee Admirals and the Iowa Wild. More in a moment. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHearts Radio app. Yeah, if you don't mind, take that minute out in that last break. Thank you.
Admirals fans, we appreciate all the groups here with us tonight. You can find your names on the corner boards and check out the center video board for tonight's birthdays. Special thank you to Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial for presenting our birthdays of groups tonight. And check out the big screen for our first period highlights.
Tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. That's saying something. Toyota, let's go places around the AHL, and only one other game involving Central Division teams. They're about to drop the puck. Chicago at Rockford. In the NHL, a final earlier today, battling Mother Nature. The Nashville Predators at home. They fall to the Utah Mammoth by a 5-2 final. Here we have no score. The Admirals and the Iowa Wild. Second period comes your way next. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHearts radio app.
Please welcome back to the ice the Iowa Wild. And now, led by goaltender number 30, Magnus Krona. Here are your Milwaukee Admirals.
Blood disorders like leukemia or sickle cell disease affect people we know, teammates, neighbors, and even family. But right here in our city, scientists at the
48 seconds.
Institute are fighting back.
48.
Help fuel cures by
Oh,
visiting
thank you.
university.org to learn more and donate to blood research.
All right, Admirals fans, it's time for the Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin's second period. Remember, your donation can save lives. Versity Blood Center, saving lives together.
All right, fans, it's time for second period hockey. We've got John.
Landmark Credit Union is the presenting partner of your Milwaukee Admirals. Think banking should be friendlier, more convenient, and have less obstacles when possible. Landmark Credit Union agrees. Check out Banking Made Easy by Landmark at landmarkcu.com. Insured by NCUA. Both teams flip-flop sides, no score. Admirals and the Wild on the period number 2. Both teams sporting their outdoor classic jerseys from last night. Right to left go the Admirals with Weisblatt taking the face-off. He's opposed by Hunter Haight. The Wild in the whites. Shots in that first period at 13-12. Admirals +1. They win the draw and bank the puck off the left wing boards into the Wild zone. They ice it just like that, 6 seconds on in. Otherwise, from that opening period, the Admirals 0 for 2 on the power play. The Wild going 0 for 1. So 12 saves so far for Magnus Krona. 13 saves so far for Cal Peterson. Face off the left of Magnus Krona. Again, Weisblatt opposed by Hunter Haight. The Ontario, Canada native. Knocked near side, Gravel trying to reach his stick in near the dot. Comes free in the slot area. Played over by Carr near side. Reed Schaefer softly sends it near side corner wall into the Wild zone. Outside the near circle. Regained by Carson Lambos. Now take it away into the slot. On the turn. Get knocked off the puck. Carr. And now take it away up the left wing. Haight into the Admiral zone. Trying to squeeze through. Cannot. Far side corner. Gravel. Knocked back into the trapezoid. Weisblatt up the left wing for Schaefer. Outside the near circle. Taken away by Lambos. On the near wall, Lambos looking, send it across, left point, now top of left circle. Shot taken by Matt Kierstead. And a stop made. Stopping play with 19:16 to go here in the second period. So some looks already for Kierstead. Last year with Charlotte, he played in 64 games, scoring a goal, but he was a big assist getter with a total of 28. He's got 43 NHL games to his credit, having played with the Minnesota Wild and the Florida Panthers. Right now fixing the goal area. Some ice shavings in the crease area. Trying to fill in some spots. In the blue painted area, face off to the right of Magnus Krona. Lucchini opposed by Ben Jones. His 10th game now with the Wild. He too came back Thursday after being loaned to the Minnesota Wild. Knocked over and brought in by the Wild along the far wall. Trying to leave it off for Smolek after it got by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. From the right point, Smolek got run into. Down low with Obey-Kubel. Outside the near circle, Obey-Kubel. Back out, got by Smolek, racing after it, reaching out. Joachim Kimmel knocked down by Zach Leroux, going right back across the way. Kimmel on the side, trying to get to the forehand. He dropped the puck. As the puck flew into the air, he caught it, dropped it at a stick. unable to get a clean shot off. Right there, ready was Peterson. On the near wall, Joachim Kemmel atop the left wing circle. Now high slot, off balance, fires off the post, and it ricochets up and out. But Joachim Kemmel off balance. He was back skating, fired off the post. It deflects out. Joachim Kemmel, 31 games played. A couple of looks during that sequence. Looking for goal number 10. He has scored 2 goals and 1 assist this season in 3 games against the Wild, at least in this season series. Face off to left of Cal Peterson. Edstrom back onto the ice. Caden Bankier taking the draw for the Wild. Edstrom getting thrown out of the face-off, being replaced. And the puck is knocked to the far corner. Ryder Ralston taking a spot on that draw. Far side corner of the Wild zone. Puck pinned, DJ King. Out it comes up the left wing boards. Now a race to the puck as it slides into the Averill zone. Looking for a wraparound from the far side of the near side with Oscar Olason. Puck deflects off the far wall. Shot right back into the Averill zone. Gibson, far side corner. Skates behind the Averill's net. Gibson up that right side. Will lead it ahead to Osterley. Through center. Weaves his way near side. Across the blue line. Lead it off for Ralston, left wing circle, skates down low, went to send it out in front, was knocked away by Peterson. They had O'Hara in front up the right side. Another stop made by Peterson, with a look by Gibson. Osterley fires, save made by Peterson. A flurry of shots there for the Admirals. But a stop made, not once, not twice, 3 times by Cal Peterson. Well rested, as we've mentioned. Peterson facing the Admirals for the 6th time in his career, and so far 2-2-1, a 3.97 goals against average, 86.5 save percentage. Face off to his right in the Wild zone to our left. Marino trying to knock it back. Gets down low through traffic. Willis deflects near side corner, dragged down in by Carson Lambos. Out the center, dump right back in the Wild zone for a minute by Element. Lambos leaves it back between the circles and played up the left wing. Ricochets into the Averill zone. Tap by Krona. Back into the trapezoid. Knocked near side. Getting turned on outside the right wing circle. Element. Out the center. And brought right back in by Jackson Nelson. Plays off the near wall. And it goes to the Averill zone. Near side corner. Molendijk out there with England. Near side corner against Ryan Sandelin. Puck comes out outside the near circle. Element wobbles over to Marino. Marino right back out. Element got by a stick off the right wing boards and picked off instead by the Wild. Put ahead by Kierstead now in front. Save made by Krona. Incoming. Jerry Mayhew tried to backhand it as he came from the near side to the far side. Onto his stomach with Magnus Krona. Kicked out with that left leg. That right leg coming through with a stop as Mayhew went backhand and off the right pad. Magnus Krona denying Jerry Mayhew, who on Wednesday became Iowa Wild's all-time leading scorer with his 200th points. Almost got another. Face off into the Averill zone to the right of Krona, able to lay out onto his stomach, off the right leg pad, stopping Mayhew, went to the backhand, had he skated from the near side to the far side. He moved in all alone. Taking over on the face-off, Riley Height. Jake Lucchini across the way. Knocks it off the near wall. Stays in the Averill zone in the backhand by Smolek. Now the Averill will lift it through the rafters. Knocked down at center by Smolek. Now puck loose. Lucchini reaches out, swipes at it. Goes after a far side corner. Looks like they blew the offside whistle here against the Admirals. Lucchini reaching out, trying to swipe it, then went after it. And the face-off just outside the Wild line. The dot below us in front of the Admirals bench. Lucchini on the ice with Ufko. Kevin Gravel, the captain. Joachim Kemmel. Looks like Zach LaRue being the other. Indeed he is as they face off Brought in by LaRue up the right side, knocked off his stick for a second by Lambos. Knocked down low, far side of the near side, outside the left wing circle. Now the Wild taking a hit, taking it away at center. Go up the left wing. Zach LaRue, top of the near circle, sends it across. Cutting through the slot, you had Joachim Kemmel, controlled by the Wild. They will shoot it right back into the Admirals and off the right wing corner. And a whistle here. Couldn't hear it, but whistle blowing after that puck deflected off the near side corner boards. With icing here against the Wild. 16:21 to go in a scoreless second period. So far, the first 4 shots of this period belong to the Admirals. Oh no, we're going to have a face-off instead at center. On the draw, Hunter Hates against Oasis Weisblatt. Back goes to Ufka, who sends it around the board, far side and near side into the Wild zone, and picked up on by Ben Gleason. On the near wall, taking a swipe, Mayhew. After it goes Gambrell, on the end board, far side. Played back out and across near side, Gleason, right point, center point whiff. Mayhew on the one-time attempt, got partially deflected. Ufko put up the loose puck behind the Admirals' cage. Now take it away up to his right side. Mayhew skating down low. Deflected away by Cronut, trying to bat it in. Cronut makes a save, trying to stuff it home. Cronut again stops it. Batted out of the air. Cronut making a great save as Mayhew skated in. A look on the far side for Dylan Gambrell. And Cronut from the stuff attempt after it batted out of the air. Stop made by Cronut. Gambrell stayed with it now. Getting knocked down to the ice, Mayhew. Getting tangled up with Reed Schaefer. Schaefer in a feisty mood last night, too, despite the negative 8-degree game time temperature. He was in a fighting mood early. Now he's going to go to the penalty box after knocking Mayhew down after the fact. This will come 4:13 into the second period and will result in the second Wild power play. 0 for 1 thus far. So Reed Schaefer gets 2 minutes for roughing. Couple of shots as of late for the Wild. Overall in this game, shots are at 17. Well, now make it 3 shots for the Wild. They get a couple looks during that sequence. So shots are at 17, 15, Admirals plus 2. Edstrom will take the face-off against Ben Jones. At the dot, off the far wall, played back out to the point. Gambrell sent down low by Hates. Off the back wall, Jones, far side. Anglin knocked off the puck. Mayhew going back far side corner. Comes out, left wing circle, cleared off the far wall by LaRue, down the ice, off of Peterson. And back to the way come the Wild from their own end. Dragged along the near wall by Ben Gleason. Now through center, across the Admirals logo, leaving it back. Connecting with Hunter Hates. Sends it down low into the Admirals zone. Comes to the near side for Joachim Kemmel, who will slap it down the ice. Gleason leaping up and deflected off his glove. Let's go back after it. Joachim Kemmel was trying to find that loose puck. Instead, it was retrieved by the Wild and by Ben Jones. It's the Admirals team thus far with 3 shorthanded goals. We're going to add another. Wild have allowed a couple of shorties this season. Another clearance from right to left. Peterson back along the far side. Left off by Gleason. Mayhew into the Admiral zone with a total of 50 seconds left in the second Wild power play. Top the far circle, put along the wall. Mayhew back out, center point. Gleason knocked off a stick by Edstrom. Hops out of the zone. Held on to, though, by Gleason, but Wild having to get back outside. Olson on this near wall, Gambrell. Olson, another clearance as the Wild back skate. Now from their own zone between the circles from left to right, they will skate with 20 seconds left on the power play up the left wing. Sending it right back into the Admiral zone. Gravel on the back wall. Ufko leads it off. Edstrom along the right wing boards. Hangs onto it. Now makes his way up the right side. Will send it ahead to himself as he skates down low to get after that puck into the Wild zone. But Matt Kierstead Takes it away for the Wild back up the right side. Now back to 5-on-5 off another successful penalty kill. Backhanded across to Lucchini into the Wild zone. Go back skate to the point. Admirals get set up on the far wall. Molendijk backhanded down low near side corner for Joachim Kemmel. Kemmel outside the near circle. Knocked off his stick and recovered. Staying with it, Oscar Olason up the right side. Knocked away from Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Center point. Chance here for Carson Lambos. Down low. Looking out in front off the pass there from, again, Obey-Kubel. Going to deflect up and off the protected netting, go to the puck, which will stop play with 13:06 to go in a scoreless second period. Breaking the action, you're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app.
And it's time for our hometown hero presented by Harley Davidson Museum. It's all about Randy Zemo. I'm going to step to the side while we look at him. Randy Zemo proudly served our country in the United States Marine Corps from 1955 to 1969, completing 2 tours in Vietnam between 1966 and 1968. Following his honorable discharge, Randy continued a life of service by earning a college degree in personal education, dedicating himself to helping others succeed. Randy later spent more than 30 years as an air traffic controller, primarily at the Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport, ensuring the safety of countless travelers. His commitment to service continues today as an ambassador for the Stars and Stripes, honor flight out of Milwaukee. A mission that is especially meaningful.
Get 0% interest for 4 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. A power play for your home with custom options and top shelf quality at a price you can afford. Pella delivers. Visit PellaWI.com. Are you looking for a job that's more than just a paycheck? Flexible schedules, great benefits with a chance to grow in a rewarding career. Explore opportunities at jobs.sendix.com. Sendix Food Markets, your trusted local grocer. 13:06 to go in a scoreless second period. Back-to-back Admirals Wild matchups. This is the 11th time this season the Admirals have played the same team in consecutive games. Will do so a total of 21 times this season. For the Wild, they're in the stretch of 4 consecutive against the Admirals. They don't play again until Friday and Saturday when they host the Admirals in Des Moines. And so far, the Admirals are 3-0 against the Wild. 7-2, 3-0, 3-2 in overtime results in the first 3 head-to-heads. Face off for the Admirals zone to the left of Magnus Krona. Back out there is Jackson Nelson for the Wild. Opposed by Whitefoot, who fell down trying to lunge toward the puck. It's sent down low and played by Nelson. Far side corner. Out it comes to Osterley off the right wing boards. Down the reach of Carr. Sent right back down low for a second by Lambos now. Out it goes, back to center into the Wild zone. Trying to leave it back for Jack Peart. Off the right wing boards. And controlled by Bradley Merrick. Waiting near the left point with Carson Lambos. Down low behind the Admirals net. Weisblatt gathers it in. Voices Weisblatt, lead feed, reach Schaefer. Kicks it right back to the forehand of his stick. Only to be sent right back off the left wing boards through center and tapped ahead to the stick of Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Fires wide. Rebound far side, Weisblatt. Wobble of a puck will just push it ahead. Knocked away from Schaefer. Weisblatt at center. Leaves it back near side circle. Osterley waits back in the trapezoid behind the goal occupied by Magnus Krona. To Krona's right, he will skate out. Up that right side and send it ahead. Left back by Edstrom, sent right back forward. Forward by Ufko, but taken away by the Wild. Dump it right back far side corner into the Admirals' end of the ice. Ufko leaves it back. Osterley, really taken away by Riley Height on the far wall outside the left wing circle. Back out to the point with Smolek. Getting turned around, down went Ryder Ralston. Gets back up as O'Hara After the puck, far side corner to the Wild zone. Outside the right wing circle. Ahead, tap back by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. And then out of the zone goes the puck. O'Hara retrieves it, leaving it back. Gravel up the right side. Ufko right back. O'Hara across the Iowa blue line. High slot fires right off of Peterson. Rebound, put back. Peterson off the left pad. You had Ralston with that rebound possibility. Ufko, center point, spins. He'll fire right into the glove. A scoop catch made by Cal Peterson. Stopping play with 11:05 to go here in the second period, and no score. Admirals in the right place, right time last night in the Outdoor Classic from Hastings, Minnesota, with some rebound putbacks. The look by O'Hara, deflected off of Peterson, up the right wing. Came the opportunity, never clearly and cleanly developed with Ryder Ralston. Face-off, Wild zone, stick side of Peterson, his left side. Marino sends it into the corner, and backhanded far side to the near side by Ben Gleason. Put off the glass, knocked down, deflected off the glove of England. Backhands it across far circle from Molendijk. Molendijk across the way, beyond the outstretched stick of Willis, off the left corner boards, and icing here against the Admirals with 10:51 to go in this second period. Both teams want to get something going. Admirals come in averaging 2.89 goals per game, 20th in the AHL. The Iowa Wild, this is an offense that's averaging about 2.15 goals per game. That ranks 31st, but total goals they have 86. That's fewest in the American Hockey League among the 32 clubs. Marino gets right back into the mix on this face-off against Hunter Haight, left of Krona. Molendijk near side corner, gathers it in. Skates between the circles. Ahead he goes, now through center. Bumped off the puck and the Wild take it away. It came to the stick of Ben Gleason. Hard hit back into the Wild zone. Delivered by Marino. A hit there on Jack Peart. Backhanded pass from Krona up the far wall. Mayhew takes it away, plays it back. Peart over to Gleason. Got away, and Willis, near side corner. Right wing circle, reaching out Marino. Far side element. Got shouldered into the wall by Jack Peart. Around the boards into the Admiral zone. Krona going far side corner. Molendijk out with it. Marino off the right wing board pass. Element will send it into the Wild zone. Off the back wall right there. Krona, Lambo's taking a hit as he got the pass away. Goes up ice, and then Jean-Luc Foudy. We've not seen him out there a ton for the Wild. Putting the pressure on Osterley. Near side corner, banked off the end boards, now up the right wing. Left back by Lucchini, picked off instead. On the turn with Olason. He goes wide, high slot. LaRue, the rebound, backhands it out of the Admiral zone. That's going to go down the length of the ice. Off the back wall for another icing whistle here against the Admirals. 9:35 to go in this second period. Right now, both teams trying to find that energy. Easier said than done. A busy stretch with the third game in 4 days for both. Both playing games on Wednesday, then both having to go through a memorable night, but certainly not easy. Playing in negative 8-degree temperature. Cooler than that before all said and done. An emotional game, but then the travel thereafter. Here's LaRue up the right side. Gonna sneak through, had to take it away at center. Down went Matt Kierstead, but had the puck. And skating around with it, Riley Height. Was up this near side. Lifted ahead by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Off the near side corner. Played over, left out in front. Krona got a piece of it. Joachim Kemmel out in front. He got knocked down, gets the pass over. And LaRue went the backhanded back and does. With a penalty coming up, it's a late penalty coming up here against the Wild. Krona skates off. Extra skater is on right now, being Daniel Carr. For Carr, his next goal will be the 200th of his pro career. Up the right side. Left back by Gibson. Right point, Kemmel. Carr, right back, right circle. Shot, blocked, rebound. Carr out in front. Skips across. Lucchini went to put it on. Target. Now the penalty to be assessed on the touch-up for the Wild. The puck was touched up by Ryan Sandelin. Penalty here we'll discuss as we go along, but first a break of the action with 8:42 left here in the second period. No score. Listen to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app.
Carson, He says two. Show me two. It's two. Let's hear it for Carson, everyone. He's won a Sass's gift card. Let's hear it for Carson.
Oh, it's fine. I'm used to hearing a player, so I didn't talk till he told me.
Matisse Ekholm's path to the NHL is a story of patience, development, and consistency. Drafted in the 4th round out of Sweden, he honed his game overseas before working his way through the AHL with the Milwaukee Admirals.
Brewers mini ticket plans for the 2026 season are available now with 6-game, 12-game, and build-your-own plan options. You can pick or customize the best plan for your schedule. Check out all the mini plan options now at brewers.com/ticket plans. And pick your parlays. Place your bets and catch the action of Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. A tripping call against Matt Kierstead. That comes 11-18 into the second period. We have no score. Admirals and the Wild. The Admirals about to go on the power play for the 3rd time. Face off to the right of Peterson. Weisblatt taking the face off against Hunter Haight. From the left wing circle, out it comes the Carr, putting it back out. And Ufko over to Carr. Down low, played back out. Ufko. Carr on the one time. That goes wide left. Joakim Kimmel, the rebound along the near wall. Near the Admirals bench area. Outside the circle. Skating out with it. Hunter Haight will skate into the Admiral zone, being flanked by a couple of Admirals trying to take it away. And back it went with Ben Jones. Down ice, back into the Wild zone, off the stick of Peterson. Got deflected at center, got by Kimmel, knocked back by Ufko. Right back to the stick of Oasis Weisblatt. 8 minutes left here in a scoreless second period. On back, Ufko to Carr, up the left wing, Joakim Kimmel on the near wall. Knocked out of the zone again by Bradley Merrick. Behind the Admirals net, Krona leaves it off. Time here for Ufko. That is left by Weisblatt. Ufko changes directions. Now will skate out that right wing side. Ahead for Carr. Into the Iowa zone. Put off the near wall by Joakim Kimmel, reaching out. And again, the Wild trying to clear Merrick, being flanked by a couple. Near side corner. Puck comes out. Carr leaves it out. Ufko high slot, tees it up, and scores! Ryan Ufko, a power play goal! .12:36, the time of the goal. As Daniel Carr played it out to Ryan Ufko. High slot, tees it up, blasts it by Peterson. And Ryan Ufko, his 10th goal on the year. That's number 2 among all AHL defensemen. Now with 1 goal and 2 assists on the year against the Iowa Wild. The 40th power play goal on the year for the Milwaukee Admirals, the top power play unit in the American Hockey League. And the Admirals striking first. They have now scored first in 17 of 38 games. The puck hops over the glass into the stands off the faceoff. Admirals 12-4 when scoring first. A blast by Ufko off the feed from Daniel Carr. Sounds like Joakim Kimmel also with a secondary assist awaiting the confirmation. On the near wall, puck into the Admiral zone. Molendyk, Kierstead battling. Edstrom comes out with it. Ahead to Ryder Ralston. Gets through center to the forehand. He'll fire wide left. Just as he crossed that blue line. And now the loose puck is covered up by Pearson, halting play with 6:56 to go. And indeed, Carr and Kimmel with the assist. Off the power play goal by Ufko. His 5th power play goal of the year. He has 30, now 8 points. That's tops among all AHL defensemen. 21 power play points as well. That's number 2 in the American Hockey League, regardless of position. Face off to the right of Peterson, Wild zone. Edstrom. And he gets tangled up with Hunter Haight. Also a stick reach in there, getting a piece of the puck. We'll do the face-off again. So Edstrom facing off against Hunter Haight. Glove side, right side of Peterson. Knocked back, brought in by Ben Gleason. Up the left wing near center. Flies by. Dylan Gambrell goes after it on the end boards to our right. England turns around, finds it. Near side corner. Edstrom pushed off the puck. Back to the near side corner. And reaching right back in is David Edstrom. Going across, lifted. England. And then run into Ryder Ralston. Recovering up that right side. Outside the circle. Pin along the wall with Will Smolek. Gleason able to hang on to the puck for the Wild, passing right with Hunter Haight. On up that left side, some hard hitting. Right back into the corner, Mayhew. He gets knocked down. Osterley over the Marino. Ahead for Schaefer, out of the zone. Now through center, lead feed, off the far wall. Osterley leaving it back to the points. England going to leave it in the slot, knocked away. Goes down the other end. Krona meets it between the circles. Lost by Gibson, and now found near side. As again, Riley Haight. Tip puck. Krona comes up with it. It was tipped by Gambrell. Sent in near the point by DJ King. Gambrell tipped it, but Krona was able to adjust and stop it. Stopping play with 5:43 left here in the second period. It's a 1-0 lead for the Admirals. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart radio app.
All right, Admirals fans. Looks like the roof is a little lower than usual. I think it's time to raise the roof. Time for the Infinity Exteriors Raise the Roof, and let's see you raise that roof.
When the Admirals score 4, you score a free small Frosty Classic at Wendy's. No purchase necessary, valid only at participating Wisconsin Wendy's. Offer expires within 24 hours after the game. 5:43 left here in the second period, a 1-0 lead for the Admirals over the Iowa Wild, thanks to a power play goal. Ryan Ufko, assisted by the combination of Carr and Kimmel. That coming 12:36 into the second period. In this second period, shots are at 10-5 Admirals. As play resumes, face off to the right of Krona in the Admiral zone. It's been the first appearance for Magnus Krona against the Wild this season, but the sixth of his career. He's had a great deal of success. Looking to continue that trend. Out with it comes Willis, right to left through center. Into the Wild zone up the right side, trying to find Element. On the far wall, Willis. Wild take it away. Over goes to Riley Haight. Dragging it down low, right circle. Playing it back out to the points. Kierstead got deflected wide. All kinds of traffic in front. Jones may have gotten a piece of it. Same thing with Nicholas Obey-Kubel. And now a hard hit near side, far side corner boards. Opened up a panel, a door on the far side corner. That stops play, so they shut the door. One of the entryways for on the ice promotions. Far side corner in the Admiral zone. But off a hard hit that flung the door open. Everybody appears to be okay, some pushing after, but face off to the right of Magnus Krona. 5:18 to go here in the second period, a 1-0 Admirals lead. And a change here, that's going to see Lucchini, LaRue, and Kemmel take over at forward, staying out there, Gravel and Ufko. Jones against Lucchini on the faceoff. And now, Jones gets thrown out of the faceoff. Replaced by Riley Heights. Second round pick of the Minnesota Wild in 2023. Off the right wing boards by Carson Lambos. Wild have to skate after him, but first icing against the Admirals, so we'll come back the other end. Admirals into the ice for another face-off with 5:09 to go here in period number 2. Admirals trying to make it 4 for 4 against the Wild this season. But again, a couple of more meetings between these two teams this weekend in Iowa, Friday, Saturday. Lucchini and Jones, knocked back left point. Lambos trying to fire through, but inside area, the Admirals take it away and send it right back through neutral. Knocked back toward Jones atop the left wing circle. Lost his handle. Regained by Lucchini over to Gravel. Ahead to center. Tipped by Kemmel. Brought in by LaRue. Taken away on the backside by Lambos. Up the right side. And with it was Matt Kierstead trying to hang out of that puck. And as he was doing so, crossing that blue line.
Admirals fans, who
Got
should
beat
the
across the
Energy's
line.
high-energy player of the game be? Tweet us your answer at @MKE.
Appeared to be an offside whistle here against the Wild. Not a hand pass, but face off below us near dot in front of the Wild bench outside the Admirals line. Molendijk, O'Hara, Weisblatt, Carr, England out there for the Admirals. Again, both teams sport their outdoor classic uniforms from last night. Jerseys being auctioned off here after final time. These will be sported. As Weisblatt kicked out of the face-off, replaced by Carr. Stare right at Nelson. Face-off one, knocked back to England from the Admiral zone. Up the left wing boards. Tipped by Weisblatt up the right side, O'Hara. Outside the circle. Carr back out to the point. Molendijk fires. Never got through. And a piece of it did Bradley Merrick. Right back to the Admiral zone off the near wall. Merrick. And sent across by Gleason. Back skates Malek. That was tipped by Ryan Sandelin. Off the back wall again with Krona near side. England outside the circle. Weisblatt sent across some space to maneuver from Molendijk. Gets into the Admirals O zone, but knocked back to center for England. England looking to drag it across the blue line. Knocked off his stick again. And now with Oscar Olesen. Shot blocked by Krona on the windup for Jean-Luc Foudy. O'Hara backhands it behind the Admirals net. Molendijk, near side corner against Foudy. Top the near circle. Down low. Knocked off the stick of Caden Bankier. Bankier. And right back to the center of the Wild to get back on side. Olesen. Now Foudy. Get a piece of the Krona near side corner. Bankier. Near side corner for the Wild. Kicked by England. Reaching out, getting a stick on it. Foudy outside the near circle. Control here. Olesen off the left side. From the circle, saved by Krona on the windup. Save was made. Again, the rebound here for the Admirals, trying to get it out of the zone. DJ King in that last Wild attempt. Keeps throwing me off because he's now number 50. Was supposed to be number 5, so a number change here for DJ King. Not sure if that's permanent or just for these outdoor classic jerseys. Near side corner, Jack Peart. Ahead there for Dylan Gambrell. Going across. And taken away as it was into the Admiral zone for a second by Hunter Hates. Up the right side. Ralston have his jersey tugged down. He goes down. A drag down by Jack Peart. Gambrell going across the way. Picked off instead. Edstrom, left circle fires. That goes wide. Peterson got a piece. Admirals had numbers. Now another takeaway here for Dylan Gambrell. Near the Admirals end of the ice. Knocked into the wall, Gambrell. Got knocked into the wall by Gibson, then took a hit by Marino. Near side, Mayhew gets bumped into the near side corner by Osterley. Gibson sends it ahead. And put out the far wall by Marino. Knocked back his direction up the right side. Leaving it back up by Schaefer. Gambrell with a minute 54 to go here in the second period and a 1-0 Admirals lead. Right back into the Wild zone, off the back wall. Peterson, near side corner for Matt Kierstead. Take it away, left circle, Willis. Over it goes to Marino. High slot fires right off. Putback, score! Rebound, putback for Willis. Marino taking the shot. He was sliding back. High slot fired and deflected off of Cal Peterson. Right there, rebound, putback. Joey Willis. And a 2-0 Admirals lead. Right off the chest of Peterson. Puck came right out in front of the crease. And it came out to the glove side of Peterson. Sent back in by Joey Willis, who scores his third goal of the season. The left winger from Elmhurst, Illinois, gives the Admirals a 2-0 lead. Minute 35 and counting. That's what's left here in this period. Marino and Element with the assists. Now in front, shot, score! Right there in front was Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Sends it in to Krona's left. And the Wild come right back to get a goal back. They trail 2-1. We're out in front, Nicholas Obey-Kubel, 8th goal of the season. A couple of Wild directly in front of Magnus Krona.
Scoring his 8th goal of the season.
2-1 score with a minute 23 to go here in the second. High slot, a shot that was taken by Riley Height off of Krona, then right there outside the crease in front of Edstrom was Nicholas Obey-Kubel to send it back in. So the Wild also benefiting from a good ricochet, and they come right back and make it a 1-goal game again. Minute 15 and counting left here in the second period. Game was scoreless after 1. Smolek and Krona making a catch. Jones flung it toward the Admirals' goal. That goal came 16 seconds after the Admirals took a 2-0 lead. Obey-Kubel assisted by Jones and Heights. 66 seconds left here in the second. Shots are at 12-9 Admirals in this period. 25-21 Admirals for the game. Fades off the left of Krona off the back wall. Brought in by Osterley. Up the right side, he will skate. Lost his handle and taken away by Jackson Nelson. Off the end boards, England will send it out. LaRue banks off the near wall outside the near circle. Pressure on the backside on the forecheck by Sandelin. England brings it back in. Oncoming Sandelin banked off the glass. Comes down, far circle. Osterley, second try, out of the zone it finally goes. Lucchini brings it in. Lifts it back up the left side, knocked down out of the air. That by Joachim Kemmel. Back after Osterley into the Admiral zone near side circle. Between the circles he skates. Out of the zone. Now up the right side. Lead feed. Right circle, Kemmel skates it. He got dragged down. Up the right wing he went. He got dragged down for the backside. And a tripping call here against Jack Pearts. Up the right wing, great find, Joachim Kemmel. Got knocked down with 25.4 seconds left in the second period. About to go in the power play for the 4th time, and so far the Admirals are 1 for 3 with the man advantage. He was skating in when he got taken down by Jack Peart. So another power play chance. What is a 2-1 game. That is the 3rd tripping call against the Wild tonight. Face off to the right of Cal Peterson. Lucchini knocks it back out to the point. Near side, Ufko. Over to Carr, top the left circle. Down low, Kemmel back out, Ufko. He'll fire off the back wall. Rebound Lucchini back behind the Iowa net. Up the far side he goes. Lucchini outside the far circle. Turns atop the right wing circle, passes it down low. Back out LaRue. Lucchini, one-time attempt by Ufko got redirected. Haight may have gotten a piece of it. Puck comes out of the zone. Horn sounds weary through 2 on this Saturday. Still a minute 35 left in the latest Admirals power play. But it's a 2-1 Admirals lead after 2. Stay tuned for the We Energy second intermission show in a moment. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app. Sounds good. Thank you. I won't do it in the intermission. I'll do it only post game. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Fans, time for the Festival Foods Icebreaker. Quality products, exceptional experience. Festival Foods, more than just a grocery store.
Perfect. I like it. Hey, Mark, this will be your mic. When we come back, I'll read something and I'll turn to you so you can hear me. It won't be anything tough.
You'll hear about it if it is.
Probably got a minute or two.
Okay.
All right, fans, it's time for the Central Standard Old-Fashioned Cherry Toss. A bartender in every bottle. You simply pour over ice and enjoy. All you need are the cherries. We've got two teams down here, each with a giant Central Standard cup. Whichever team gets the most cherries in their old-fashioned will be the winner. We've got Team Skelly versus Team Speed, Passion, Operation Excellence. Whatever that means. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Toss those cherries. Cheer 'em all, Admiral fans. Team Skelly's is off to a great start. That's Jacob and William versus Tyler and Weston. It's all in the flick of the wrist. Team Skelly's is off to a good start. I don't think they've missed one yet. Come on, Speed Passion Operation Excellence. With a nickname like that, you got to get them in there. There you go. All right, congratulations, Team Skelly. Jacob and William, you're going home with a prize. Thanks for playing. Matt, what's going on?
All right, Admirals fans, you know what time it is. It's time for the quick trip.
What do we got till we come back?
Fans, make sure to download
Thank
the
you.
Quick Trip app for great deals as well as the opportunity for a chance
20
to
seconds.
participate in the Quick Trip Human Hockey Puck and some other Admirals experiences as well. We've got some wonderful contestants down here tonight. We've got the Human Hockey Puck. Our first contestant, what's your name, sir? Steve. All right, Steve, let's get you in there. Deja, how are things looking down there?
We're ready for you, Matt.
All right, we're loading in Steve right now. This is a very specific science. All right, he's ready to go. 3, 2, 1, bon voyage!
And that was one of the 3 combined goals in that second period that sees the Admirals up 2-1 over the Iowa Wild after 40. We welcome to the second anniversary report brought to you by Reenergies, energy you can depend on. For safety tips and information about how you can use energy more efficiently, visit reenergies.com. Being joined by former Admirals center Mark Van Gilder now on the TV side. Joining Aaron Sims tonight on My 24 on the TV broadcast. Kind of join us though is Mark. And you're from Minnesota.
Yeah.
How neat is it for you to see the Admirals play an outdoor game in your home state last night?
It's pretty cool. I spent most of my childhood playing on outdoor rinks in the backyards. As I've gotten older, I'm a little. I gotta admit, I'm a little soft. I would have been maybe asking for a postponement with -8, -25 wind chill. But that's hockey. That's where I started playing. That's where I still love to play now with my kids in the backyard on the outdoor ice. So it's pretty special, and those are memories that these guys are gonna have the rest of their life.
For you, how unique is it? You've been on the TV side now for at least the last 3-4 seasons.
Yeah.
How unique is it now to be in this vantage point, watching the game versus playing the game?
I've always thought, when you're injured or you're scratched or you're in the stands, the game looks so much easier. So from up here, you see things and you see how much time players have, and it's just a completely different kind of a completely different viewpoint from up here. So it's been fun. They've been really smart. I'm never on screen, which is probably a good move by them. They're trying to keep viewers. But it's been a lot of fun watching the game from up here and doing it with one of the best, as you know, Aaron Sims. He does a great job. He makes it easy on me. Made it an easy adjustment from playing to broadcasting, but it's been a lot of fun. But it's great to get back and just to see the crowd, the energy in the building, and watching this team play.
I was talking with the Admirals GM, Scott Nickel, during the first intermission, and I asked him from a GM standpoint, when you watch a game, what are you watching for? How about for you as an analyst, as a former player, what are you watching for?
I'm looking for difference makers, guys that are going to make an impact and doing it different ways, not just scoring, but who's able to hold on to that puck a little bit longer and make a play out of the zone when it's not there. Who's defensively able to read a play, close early, generate possessions. It's those little things that you can take and maybe plug into your NHL team that's going to make an impact that doesn't maybe necessarily show up on the score sheet. So that's kind of what I'm looking for.
You look at this current stretch for both of these teams playing their third game in 4 days. I'm sure you've had many stretches like that throughout your career. How challenging is that?
It's tough, man. It's tough, but strangely, sometimes when it's like, okay, we're playing in this town in Grand Rapids, we have travel through a snowstorm, a flight that probably got delayed, a game, then more travel. You don't get to bed till 3 in the morning. Your routine is completely thrown off. Sometimes those games, you show up and your legs feel great. It's just the most random thing. Generally speaking, they don't, and it's really tough. And it's a little bit mind games, and the team, that's where you kind of rely on your teammates. And as a group, you kind of build that energy in the locker room before the game starts. But it is definitely challenging. And it's motivation to be a little better so you can, travel on the private jets in the NHL hopefully one day and make things easier on yourself.
You talk about travel. Is there one trip that stands out maybe among the rest as maybe one of the more challenging travels? I know one of the stories you've always told me is Abbotsford. That's a difficult place to get to.
That was tough. Like sometimes we had trips out there but we'd usually leave early enough to where you can make up for it. I had one in college going up to Fairbanks, Alaska. I think we had delayed 6 hours at O'Hare and missed our connecting flight. Got a hotel room for about 3 hours, went up to Fairbanks, got out of the plane, and it was about minus 30 degrees. Those are tough. But in the American League, the Iowa trip is tough because generally you're playing either the day before or the day after, and it's 6 hours or whatever it is. It's tough. That is a grind, but I'd rather do that. It's a better job than anything else on the planet. So. Once you put your skates on, you forget about it. You're just excited to play hockey.
Let me wrap it up by having you put your analyst hat back on, your assessment of the first couple of periods here tonight.
I've been impressed with how clean the game's been. I think when you don't maybe have the jump and the energy, like clearly you can't with the travel and the outdoor game, and guys are still probably thawing out right now. It's about managing the puck and managing the game, and both teams have done a really nice job of that. And sometimes games like this, it comes down to special teams, and the Admirals have one of the best power plays in the league, and they've been able to capitalize on that already.
Well, Mark, thanks a lot for your time. Great talking with you. Keep up the great work on the TV side.
Happy to do it.
That's Mark Van Gilder, former Milwaukee Admiral TV analyst as well, joining us here for the second intermission. Stay tuned. More to come as we continue from Milwaukee. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app. Awesome. Thank you. Andrew, if you remember after the game, can you copy me on the highlight email? Thank you. perfect.
The Admirals team physical therapists are from Aurora Sports Health. When results are decided by seconds and inches, Aurora Sports Health can help you gain an edge. Trust Aurora to help keep you healthy, strong, and at the top of your game. Learn more at aurora.org/sports.
Yet 16 seconds later, the Wild get on the scoreboard on a goal that was scored by Nicholas Obey Kubel. It is 2-1 in favor of the Admirals after 2 periods of play. Tonight's game is brought to you by Aurora Sports Health. To perform well on game day and every day, athletes trust Aurora Sports Health. That's why Aurora is the go-to choice of your Milwaukee Admirals. For the Admirals, checking is hard, but at Landmark Credit Union, that's not the case. The checking options are easy and give members a choice to earn dividends or reward points towards their favorite things. Score with no monthly fees, free digital banking, and access to thousands of ATMs nationwide. Visit landmarkcu.com to learn more about friendlier and easier banking from Landmark. Landmark Credit Union is the presenting partner of your Milwaukee Admirals, insured by NCUA. We'll come back and take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in a moment. Here it's 2-1 Admirals on top of the Wild. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app.
And for the latest from around the league, visit the AHL.com or download the official AHL app for your mobile device. Hey, Admirals fans, get ready to play like a legend. Join us for Backyard Sports Night on Saturday, February 28th. Don't miss your chance to grab an exclusive Pablo Sanchez hockey bobblehead with a special ticket package available now. Visit the Admirals website for details and secure yours before they're gone. Hey fans, you can also join us as we break the ice and celebrate Women in Sports on Tuesday, February 3rd. Fans can purchase a special Women in Sports ticket package that includes a pregame networking event with notable women in sports, a Women in Sports water bottle, and an Admirals game ticket. Visit MilwaukeeAdmirals.com/women in sports for more information and to secure your package today. Fans, you can also join us for a special night of inclusion and community at ASL Night coming up Friday, March 27th. This historic night features the AHL's first ever ASL interpreted game, the national anthem performed by the Wisconsin School for the Deaf, special appearances by Deaf Olympians Taylor Koss and Patrick Danek, and ASL interpreters located throughout the concourse. Don't miss this unforgettable night at Panther Arena. Hey fans, don't miss out. You can enter our Fan Saves contest for a chance to win 4 VIP Admirals tickets and 4 Gin Blossoms tickets. Scan the QR code or visit fansaves.com to enter. Contest presented by Modern Woodman. The AHL hits harder on Flow Hockey. Every game, every goal, every hit all season long. AHL TV on Flow Hockey gives you access to every AHL game. Watch your team, follow top prospects, and stay on top of all the action on the ice. Subscribe now to stream it all live on AHL TV on Flow Hockey. Fans of Milwaukee Admirals and the Office Technology Group want to see you on the video boards. Follow the Admirals on your favorite social platform. Post a selfie and use the hashtag #MilHockey for a chance to be picked. Remember, the Office Technology Group is your premier sharp copier dealer. We have service that just cannot be copied. The Office Technology Group. And check out the video board. We've got all your second period highlights. Check it out.
Admirals on top of the Iowa Wild 2-1 after 2. Tonight's scoreboard brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And dear winter, hey, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and that's saying something. Again, Toyota, let's go places. Elsewhere, only other game involving Central Division team sees Chicago on top of Rockford 1-0. 16:50 left in the second period. In the NHL, the Predators lost to the Utah Mammoth 5-2. Last night in the AHL, involving Central Division teams, it was Texas blanking Rockford 5-0. Grand Rapids over Manitoba 2-1. Stay tuned. Third period is next. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHearts radio app. $137. Whatever works. Appreciate it.
Please welcome back to the ice, the Iowa Wild. And now, led by goaltender number 30, Magnus Krona. Here are your Milwaukee Admirals.
To the third period we go here from historic UW-Milwaukee Panther Arena. Admirals on top of the Wild by a 2-1 score. Trying to make it back-to-back wins over the Wild. The Wild trying to avoid a 10th consecutive loss. They have not won since December 30th. Their last road win came on December 20th. They're tied for the fewest road wins in the AHL with Utica, as the Wild are 4-12-2-0 away from Des Moines. To start this third period, the Admirals still on a power play. Minute 35 remaining off a tripping call that went against Jack Pierce. That's the way the third period will begin. Shots right now are at 26-22. Admirals plus 4. Out shooting the Wild 13-10 in that second period. Iowa 0 for 2 on the power play. The Admirals at the moment 1 for 4. A chance to make it 2 for 4 with a goal in the next minute 35. They have one power play goal already that was scored by Ryan Ufko. Ufko scoring from Carr and Kemmel. 12:36 into the second. Then Willis from Marino and Element. 18:21 in. Iowa's lone goal came 16 seconds later. 18:37. It was Obey Kubel from Jones and Riley Heights. Face-off between Jones and Lucchini out there with Ufko, Carr, Kemmel, and LaRue. Admirals operate from my left to right. Wild my right to left. We sit high, top section 407. And both teams sporting the Outdoor Classic jerseys. Knockback. And Matt Kierstead goes after it for the Wild. He'll play it off the near wall, deflects out of play and off the glass. In the Wild bench area, back into the ice, it bounces. But a face-off in the Wild zone, stick side, Kel Peterson. Lucchini, opposed by Ben Jones. Near circle. And trying to knock the puck back, brought in by Kemmel, putting it back out to the point to Ufko right side. Kemmel one time off the back wall. Going to pass right back and cleared down ice by Carson Lambos. Magnus Krona. He'll leave it behind the Admirals' cage. Brought in by Ufko. Leaving it back to the trailing Lucchini. Cross center up this nearest side. Carr left at the blue line. Ufko goes back after it. Admirals get back on side. A minute left here on the power play. 35 seconds going by here in the third. Kemmel into the Wild zone. Right circle knocked off his stick. Goes back after along the near wall. Sandelin, pin along the near wall. Carr, LaRue out with it. And now Carr. Back out to the right point. Ufko on the near wall. Outside the circle, Carr. Down low, LaRue. He turns into the right circle. Top the dot. Down low, Carr. Back out. Ufko, right point. Going across the way. Kemmel. Right back to Ufko. He waits. Had to deflect off Sandelin. Batted out of the air. Kierstead got a piece of it. Carr back off the far wall. Joachim Kemmel at the point left side. 20 seconds left on the power play. For the pass back from Ufko. Carr into the slot. Had it blocked and cleared. Knocked on ice by Bradley Merrick. Put off the end boards by Magnus Krona. Final seconds ticking away on the power play. Admirals race out with it. Molendijk near side. O'Hara right circle. Fires high. Back to 5-on-5. Molendijk finds a loose puck out to the far circle. Schaefer on the far wall. O'Hara. Left point. Skate center point now. Right circle. Off the stick of Osterley along the near wall. Osterley gonna go down low. Got tangled up with Smolek. To center. And up the right wing goes Caden Bankier. Out to that far circle. Bankier down low with Dylan Gambrell. Top of the near circle picked off before it could find Smolek. And the Admirals sent it right back into the Wild zone, but reaching out and brought back in by Ben Gleason, who skates from behind the Iowa net. Had to take it away on the backside by O'Hara. Left circle. Coming across the puck off a skate. Comes near side. Weisblatt across left point. Anglin had it deflected. Willis with a stick down. Anglin center point. Got deflected in front. Nearly tipped in front by Element. And now out in front again. Sent ahead by Bankier. Into the Admiral zone. Under the back wall. Gibson leads off for Elements. On the far wall. Broke his stick as he went to clear it. His stick shatters. New twig needed. Gibson. Marino. Far side corner against Jean-Luc Foodie. Right side. Peart. Gets knocked down. Got bumped into the wall outside the far circle. Mayhew back out there. Far circle in the Admiral zone. It comes out to Willis. Out of the zone. He skates. Lifts it off the left wing boards. Wobbles into the far side corner on the Wild end of the ice. Left back for DJ King. Ahead. And off the stick of Hunter Hates. Right back into the Admiral zone off the back wall. Ufko. Banks off the wall back to himself. Now taken away by Hates. Near side corner. Out to the point. Lambo's going to cross the way. Time for a shot for the right point. Got deflected and blocked from Matt Kierstead. Sent around the boards to the near side. Lambo's back out to the points. Foodie. Far wall. Kierstead. Right circle. Down low into the corner. Near the shattered twig. Battling with Edstrom. Come free and found here. David Edstrom. Dragged along the far wall. Again, that twig coming into play. Now pick off. Right circle shot. Krona the save. Diving after the attempt. A look there for Ben Jones, who fired the initial shot. Then diving after the rebound. Now we have a penalty. Puck was kicked. But a putback attempt by Ben Jones going awry. And with 4:11 to go, going by here in the third. What do we got here? Watch the replay. The look there for Jones. Took the shot. It was blocked by Cronin. Diving after it. Knocked over an Admiral in the process. Yeah, Ben Jones being skated over toward the penalty box. And it comes 4:11 into this third period. Power play number 5 for the Admirals. And so Ben Jones in the box. Illegal equipment is the call here against Ben Jones. Not sure many had that one on their card, but illegal equipment. Face off to the right of Peterson. Routine taking the face off. Knocked back left point, Ufko. Ufko back to the forehand along the far wall. Carr. Left wing circle back out. Ufko right back. Carr. Into the circle. Kemmel right back in the slot. Carr had a shot deflected up off the glass. Kemmel getting knocked down to the ice. Bumped off the puck with Matt Kierstead. Out with it. LaRue right circle. Turns to face the goal. Going across the way off the wall. Kemmel plays it. Joachim Kemmel. Center point, Ufko. Skates to the right side. Top the circle. Down low. LaRue fires it and blocks. Kierstead diving. And a takeaway. Left circle. Lucchini backhands in front. LaRue fires. And on the dive, Peterson. And we have a whistle here. Puck went in. And now some players getting tangled up behind the goal. A dive by Peterson. He was out of positioning. Lambo's getting tangled up and now separated from Zach LaRue. It looked like the Arrows had scored a power play goal. But a whistle came first. Interference call that's going to go against Zach LaRue. Watch the replay here at the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena.
Milwaukee Admirals penalty number 68.
So apparently LaRue may have clipped Peterson.
Penalty at 4:52.
I'll tell you, tough
Milwaukee number
to
68,
see.
LaRue took this interference at 4:52.
The rebound put back right in front for Carr, but waved off with the interference call. So it'll be 4-on-4 for minute 19 in the while of a 41-second power play. Not so sure about that. And the Boo Birds raining down here from UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. They saw the replay. Not sure LaRue interfered with Cal Peterson, who was down. Osterley, Edstrom, Ufko, Ryder Ralston on the ice for the Admirals. And a face-off, knocked to the far corner. Ufko sends it around, far side of the near side. In comes Jack Peart. Center point, Gleason over, Haight. And the pass right back left circle, fires, and he scores! Hunter Haight going top shelf. He has tied the game at 2. 5:09 into this third period. Hunter Haight scored last night. He scores again tonight in his first couple of games back after being on loan to the Minnesota Wild.
Goal.
Well, give and go into the left circle.
Scoring his 9th goal of the season.
9th goal of the year for Hunter Haight. Second against the Admirals.
43, Hunter Haight.
4-on-4 for Hunter Haight on that goal. And Jack Peart. And they give Ben Gleason the other assist. And so the Admirals, who jumped out to a 2-0 lead, have won those 2 goals right back. Last time it was the Wild who jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and the Admirals played comeback and eventually won 3-2 in overtime. Ahead, Osterley into the Wild zone. Leaving it back for O'Hara along the far wall. Skates down low. Got deflected off the back wall. Kierstead got a piece. And to the outside goes Bankier. Kierstead slowing getting back up after he went down near the trapezoid. Ufko, top the right wing circle, fires off the post, and it ricochets up and out of play. Ryan Ufko now back down to the ice, flies the puck, but a rocket of a shot off the post. Force of the shot, lifted up, into the rafters, back onto the ice. Just a rocket of a shot there. Oh, so close to recapturing the lead. Instead it stays 2-2 with 14:20 left here in the third on the face-off stick side of Cal Peterson. Haight on the draw against Carr. Battle of 43s and Carr gets thrown out. Being replaced here by Reed Schaefer. Flies off the back wall. Brought in by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Near circle, Lambos. Brought back in on the pass, left back to Haight. Through center. Now sent across Lambos, back skates through neutral. It's the final 10 seconds. Tick away off the penalty against Ben Jones. About to be a mini power play for the Wild. Off the right wing board for Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Now they have the power play as we speak. With a stoppage here in play with 13:49 to go here in the third. 41 seconds left on the interference call against Zach LaRue. Now this face-off in the Admirals' end of the ice to the left of Magnus Krona. Jake Lucchini taking the face-off against Hunter Haight, who just tied the game. Slowly slides back, and Gleason unable to get there. Lucchini instead will clear it. The wobbles off the far corner boards. Back in for Ben Gleason. He brings it in. Now will carry it And pass up the right side. Sent into the Admirals zone off the near wall. Kemmel in the near side corner. Leads it back to the trapezoid for Gravel. Gravel. And caught out of the air and dropped to the ice by Gleason. Up the right wing. Gambrell knocked to the wall by Gravel. Off the left wing boards, kept in by Gambrell at the point. Playing it down low. Gambrell getting the pass right back. Looking, waiting. Down low it goes, and we're back to 5-on-5. Gambrell, right circle, fires, and a glove save made by Magnus Krona. Back to 5-on-5 with 13:03 to go here in the third. Break in the action, tied at 2. Admirals and the Wild. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920, your iHeart's radio app.
Tonight's winning ticket going home with $3,159 ticket number 0714830714830. But those are your numbers. You're the winner of the 50-50 raffle. The Admirals Power Play Foundation. Thank you. Next, what's going on?
All right, Admirals fans, it's time for Marcus movie trivia. I've got Juliana from Milwaukee here. Here's your question. What Star Wars actress stars in the film Mercy, currently playing in Marcus Theater?
Chris Pratt.
That is correct, Chris Pratt, Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. You have won 4 passes to Marcus Theater. Let's hear it for Juliana, everybody, and let's go, Admiral!
Stenny's now has 2 locations. The original Stenny's on 2nd and National, which runs free shuttles to all Admirals home games, and Stenny's Lake Country in Pewaukee. Both locations have the NHL package. Will show any NHL game at any time and feature a full food menu serving 6 days a week from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Stenny's Walker's Point and Lake Country are Milwaukee's premier hockey bars. You should be there. Tied at 2 with 13:03 left here in the third. So far, the Wild have come out. They have outshot the Admirals 5-1 in this period and tying the game 5:09 in. On a goal scored by Hunter Hates, assisted by both Jack Peart and Ben Gleason. Admirals zone face-off to the left of Krona. Lucchini locking sticks with Caden Bankier. Good crowd on this Saturday, 6,927, 6,920. Took it 6,927 here at the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena. They're back here on Tuesday against Rockford for this mini 2-game homestand. Hope to see you out here. Check out MilwaukeeAdmirals.com for more information. To center. As LaRue sent it ahead, Kemmel squeezes and sneaks through into the Wild zone. Osterley back down low. Peterson off the back wall. Oncoming Lucchini. Far side corner. Lucchini, far side near side, leaving it right circle. Gibson missed on the one-time hookup. Got by. Admirals go back after the puck. Osterley to center. Lucchini taps it ahead. LaRue, right circle. Back out. Gibson skates across to the far side, now down low. Lost his handle. Back behind the goal, Kierstead. Near side for the Wild. Now through center, lifted by Caden Bankier. Near side corner, Gibson. Battling with Jean-Luc Foudy. Top the right circle, shot there for Jack Peart off the back wall. Rebound to the Admirals is Osterley. Ahead for Willis on the turn. Can't clear, King keeps it in. Right back to Osterley along the near wall. Down low, behind the Admirals goal, bumped off the puck for a moment. Still battling Gibson. Changed the directions against the pesky Ryan Sandelin. And sent out of the zone by Marino. Off the near side, corner boards. The Admirals ice the puck. 11:39 to go here in period number 3. Been a strong third period so far for the Wild. They've scored the last 2 goals in this game after the Admirals took the 2-0 lead behind goals by Upco and Willis. Face-off, stick side of Magnus Krona. Marino against Jones. Off the stick of Gibson. Back out Peart. Getting the pass right back. Marino deflects the attempt by Height. High slot. And that goes out of play. Another face off the foul. Will be to the right side of Magnus Krona, who is 3-1-1 in his career against the Wild. 2.61 goals against average and a 91.2 save percentage. Marino against Jones. Knocked back left point. Peart going across the way. And Gleason had it deflected. Somebody lost a glove. Picked back up here by Riley Height. Wild skate around from their zone with the puck along the near wall. Hard hit with Jack Peart. Ahead, picked off at the blue line by Molendijk off the left wing boards. Element into the Wild zone. Gleason finds it far circle going across the way. Height, England, take it away. Marino back near side. Element right circle, skates down low. Draft goes back to the forehand. Got spun around. Still off the near side to Peterson. England back on the near wall. Marino. And then Peart got taken down. Element with the trip. Another power play here for the Wild. 9:09 into this third. And a tripping call will send Sean Element to the box. The Wild 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. They are 0 for 10 on the power play in the season series with the Admirals.
2 minutes tripping at 9:09 of the third period. Milwaukee penalty.
Another opportunity here.
2 minutes for tripping at 9:09.
Right now, shots are 5-2 Wild here in the third. 28-27 Admirals overall. The penalty kill unit of Ufko, Gravel, Lucchini, and Kemmel on the ice for the Admirals. Jones out there for the Wild along with Gambrell. Gleason. Haight out there along with Mayhew along the near wall. Knocked to the back wall. Ufko sides it over and Kemmel clears it down ice. Off of Peterson, who guides it to the near side. Gambrell back after it, pestered by Lucchini. Changes direction behind the Iowa net. Gleason skates out with it, plays up the right side. Gambrell up the right wing, deflects it off the wall. Gravel takes it backhand right back to center. Gleason brings it in as he back skates into the Wild zone, far circle. Now between the circle, he stops right in front of the blue paint. Gleason carries it out of the zone, out through center. Will shoot it around the boards, far side to near side. Kemmel sends it right back to the far side. Far corner, Gravel clears it out of the zone, down ice, left to right, off the end boards to our right, and met there by Peterson, leaving it out in front for Gleason. Minute 10 to go on the Wild power play. Halfway through this third, tied at 2. England up the far wall, Edstrom. Second try, England batted out of the air. Far circle, Gambrell playing it back down low. Gambrell getting the pass right back. Out to the point for Gleason, right side. Skates to the center, now goes right back to Gambrell. Back down low, off the stick there of Ben Jones. Admirals again will clear it off the near wall. And the Wild go back after it, left on the trapezoid for Matt Kierstead. Pass up the left wing for Olason. Far side corner, Gravel. There is Ufko. Outside the far circle, Lucchini. Over to Kemmel. Kemmel out of the zone. Through center, knocked off his stick on the backside. That by Olason. Right in front of the Wild bench. Bankier. Back here with Matt Kierstead. Kierstead waits top the far circle in the Wild zone. Final 5 seconds of the power play. 8:55 to go here in the third, tied at 2. Right back into the corner with Nicholas Kubel back to 5-on-5. Center point shot taken by Kierstead. Save made by Krona. He freezes the puck with 8:45 to go here in the third. So back to 5-on-5, breaking the action, tied at 2. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app.
Fans, we ask you to check in to win all game long. Tonight's Potawatomi Casino Hotel check-in winner is Scott. He's here with Grace and Henry. All right, Scott.
8:45 left here in regulation, tied at 2. Another tight one between the Admirals and the Wild for a second consecutive night. This time, role reversal as the Admirals take it a 2-0, leading the Wild playing comeback. Shots are even at 28 apiece. Admirals want to make it back-to-back wins after snapping a 3-game skid last night. Wild trying to snap a 9-game losing streak. They've gone 0, 5, 4, and 0 over the last 9, with 7 of those 9 losses by a single goal. Into the Admiral zone, stick side, the face-off of Krona. Nelson against Weisblatt. And before the puck hit the ice, Weisblatt going to be thrown out of the face-off. Right now having some words with linesman Josh Rosenbaum, who finally drops the puck. Lambos off the skate of O'Hara. Peart at center, now taken away. O'Hara leaves it back, high slot, shot goes wide for Carr. Rebound behind the goal, Weisblatt, found by O'Hara. Down low, O'Hara back out to the point. Over by Osterley, near side Gibson in front of the Wild bench, gets knocked into the wall. That by Sandelin. O'Hara right circle along the near wall. Down low, Peart got a piece of it. Tangle up with Weisblatt. Outside the right wing circle, O'Hara. Lambos reaching into Weisblatt, dragged along the base of the wall. O'Hara, top the right circle, out it comes. Flies through center and it goes, well, that deflect off the video board. Landed in front of the Wild bench area. Had some lift, some carry. Face off back to the Wild zone, stick side of Cal Peterson. 8 minutes left here in regulation, tied at 2. Edstrom, opposed by Ben Jones. Back out, Osterley, top the right wing circle, fires off the back wall. Rebound for Obey Kubel on the far wall. Can't quite clear, kept in by Ryder Ralston. Ralston, left point, backhands it into the corner. After it into the Trapezoidal tip and brought in by Edstrom, back out. Osterley skates, weaves around one, fires right circle, save, put back, backhand shot, score! Ryder Ralston! Rebound, put back in a 3-2 Admirals lead. .12:28 the time of the goal for Ryder Ralston. Right circle. And Ralston able to send back in the rebound following this little shot. Backhands it. Glove side of Cal Peterson. The force of the first shot off of Peterson. Caught off balance on his backside. Ralston backhands it by Peterson. And a 3-2 Admirals lead. Molendijk back behind the Admirals goal. Near side corner. And out of the zone, reaching out after it, Schaefer. Brought back in by Ralston. Through center, up the left side, beyond the reach of Schaefer, down to the left circle trying to get after it, but got beat to the buck by Kierstead. He's got some zip as he gets right back into the Admiral zone, leaving it far side corner. Molendijk coming over. On his backside is Oscar Olason. Going across Kierstead, backhanded down low. Sent around by Jean-Luc Foodie. Out to the left point. King, little give and go as King after it along the near wall. Instead brought in by Foodie. Foodie, center point, going across off the skate of Kierstead. Schaefer knocked out of the zone, brought back in by Kierstead. Wild will get back outside as he skates around near center. He waits as he faces the Admirals goal. Now near the Wild blue line, plays off the left wing boards. On this near side with Hunter Hates. Left circle fires. Just to the left of the glove of Krona. Mayhew fires though, rebound, putback. Corona makes a great save with the rebound, putback near side by Hunter Hates. Corona able to stop it and maintain the 3-2 Admirals lead with 6:11 to go in this third period. Right now, the scoring on that Ryder Ralston goal is 5th of the year, assisted by Ryan Upco. That's the way they have it scored. Lucchini face off against Hunter Hates. Stick side, right side of Corona. Into the slot, found by LaRue. Carries it out of the zone and will send it into the Wild zone, far side corner. Over comes Gleason. Into the trapezoid. Picked up by Gambrell. He lost his balance. Down he goes Gleason, able to find it far side. Will backhand it out to Mayhew. Into the Wild zone, take it away. High slot, Kemmel got turned around. Take it right back away by Gambrell. Brings it into the Admiral zone. Leaves it off. Down low, Gravel. Back from the near side with Ufko. Batted out of the air, near side circle. And Kemmel ahead. Out goes LaRue. Regained by Gleason. Back up the right wing. Tipped into the zone. Tipped by Mayhew into the Admirals, end of the ice. Marino along the near wall. Lifts it, knocked down by Jones. He got bumped off the puck. Down he goes. He got bumped by Element. Here comes Marino up the left wing. Kyle Marino, left circle, skating down low, trying to get back to the forehand. Knocked off his stick instead. Element finds the rebound. Marino trying to tip it out in front. Had Willis just outside the crease. Missed on the opportunity. Back to the way comes Riley Heights. Up the right wing, will pass it off. Lambos knocked into the wall, and then Osterley, and then a huge hit. That from Riley Heights, knocking down Marino. Out with it comes Gibson. Leaves it off. Now Gibson has to go after it. Found instead by Will Smolek. Up the right side. Nicholas Obey Kubel on this near side. Through center. And sent right back by Riley Heights. 4:43 to go here in this third period. A 3-2 Admirals lead. They've recapped the lead thanks to a goal scored by Ryder Ralston. A rebound put back on the backhand. Up the left wing. Takeaway. Wide split ahead. Left circle. O'Hara. Backhand save made. Peterson as O'Hara finds the rebound. Back behind the Iowa net. Goes up the far side. Back out to the point. Goes the pass. Anglin over O'Hara. Left circle. Carr turns. Fires. That goes shy of the near pipe. And a cover up here by the right glove of Peterson, and some pushing and shoving after the fact with Weisblatt. Just outside the crease. A couple players getting tangled up. Kierstead trying to separate the two. As Kierstead separating Weisblatt and Bankier. Breaking the action. 4:16 to go here in the third. A 3-2 Admirals lead. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart radio app. .416 left here in the third period, a 3-2 Admirals lead. They have changed the scoring as you'd expect. Ryder Ralston, right now the difference-making goal, 12:28 in, but the initial assist goes to Jordan Osterley. He took the shot that deflected off Peterson that was put back in by Ryder Ralston, and a secondary assist given to David Edstrom. So Edstrom now with 2 goals and 2 assists on the year against the Wild. For Ryder Ralston, that's his second goal against the Wild this season among the 5 goals he has scored. Face off in the Wild zone to the right of Kel Peterson. Off the far wall, Schaefer along with Edstrom. put off the far wall, backhanded. Well, on the back skate, it was played far side by Osterley and sent right back into the zone by Nelson. Corona plays it over, up the left wing. Ryder Ralston over, get a piece of it to Schaefer. Right back with Jack Peart. Up this near wing. Osterley banged it off the back wall. Gibson brings it in. Zips it across. And just sent right back into the Wild zone by Osterley. Near side corner, Schaefer. Kierstead up the outside with Ryan Sandelin. At the blue line. And Joachim Kemmel continuing to try to play the puck. Thought maybe he might have been offside. Peart from the trapezoid behind the Wild net. Oncoming Lucchini changes directions. Peart off the left wing boards. Again, LaRue trying to wrestle it away. And ahead by Nicholas Obey-Kubel. Near side corner in the Everett zone. Englund off Lucchini. Ahead there with Joachim Kemmel. Plays off the far glass. Kept in by Obey-Kubel. Off of Corona. Back near side. Goes the rebound. Lambos flies off the end boards. Brought back in by Obey-Kubel. Now the Everett skate out with it. Molendijk will send it around the boards. Off the stick of Peterson. Goes right back far side. Gleason knocked away by Joachim Kemmel. Now controls it. Center point. Joachim Kemmel off the bottom of his stick. Taken away by Lambos. 2:38 to go here in the third. A 3-2 Admirals lead. Right now, Pearson stays between the pipes. Up the right side. Angling back in, Hunter Hates. Drags it to the back wall. Pin near side corner. Gravel to knock it free. Gambrell outside the near circle. Out to the point. Lambos deflected off the skate of Kierstead. Now left out, far circle, played back out to the point, and a windup by Mayhew was blocked. Sent right back to center. Peterson thought about skating off. He has to skate back because the Admirals have the puck from their own zone. He's back into positioning. 2 minutes left here in the third. 3-2 Admirals lead it. From the blue line, Jones. Now Mayhew, right wing. Right back in front, missed with O'Hara. Peterson's off the ice, empty net, extra skater on. Back out there with Obey-Kubel. O'Hara up the near wing, brought back in by Gambrell. Gambrell up the right wing, planted off the far wall. Mayhew sends it into the Admiral zone, take it away. Sent the pipes by Osterley, left to right. Stopped though, far circle by Gleason. Near side, Kierstead. 90 seconds left here in the third. A 3-2 Admirals lead. Far circle, Gleason from the Iowa zone. He waits. Now starts the rush. Up the left wing, Lambos. Into the Admiral zone, and it's going to fly out of play. 1:17 to go here in the third. So right now an empty net to our right-hand side. Extra skater on. Admirals lead 3-2, trying to make it back-to-back over the Wild. Back-to-back days with wins over the Wild. And trying to get to 4-0 against Iowa here this season. So face-off is Edstrom on the ice with O'Hara, Schaefer, Ufko, and Gravel.
Yeah, it is a good deal.
Waiting to see who the Wild put out there. Looks like Peterson's back in as well for the time being, because his faceoff is going to take place in front of the Wild bench near dot. And a faceoff win for Iowa. Gleason plays off the far boards, and now he's going to skate back off. Extra skater back on. End boards to our left. With it, Ben Jones. Admirals come out with it. Skating ahead. O'Hara fires. Wide left. Shooting from near center ice. Rebound far side. And Schaefer comes up short. Gleason. Near side, Gambrell. Good pressure from O'Hara on the forecheck. Banked off the near wall, Gambrell. Back between the circles. Up the right wing. Connecting with Ben Jones. Jones across the blue line. Got knocked into the near side corner. Gambrell sends it around. Back out outside the far circle. Knocked away by Schaefer. Schaefer from the blue line. Lost his handle. Deflected away from Hunter Hates. Getting knocked down to the ice. Reed Schaefer into the box quickly. Goal the Wild, so a penalty here with 29.5 seconds to go for tripping. This is the fourth tripping call against the Wild tonight. It goes against Ben Gleason. Well, that changes everything now. Back in goal is Cal Peterson. Power play right now for the Admirals. If the Wild can win this faceoff, Peterson's got to hurry up and get off the ice, get back to 5-on-5. We have 29.5 seconds to work with. What's a 3-2 game? To the right of Peterson. Lucchini. Knocked back by Merrick. Wild sends it around the boards. Back out near center. Sandelin taken back away by Ufko. Peterson skates back off. 5-on-5 now. Lucchini. Ahead, Kemmel over LaRue, right back to Kemmel, left circle, fire, scores on the empty net. Joachim Kemmel from Zach LaRue with 10.6 seconds left. And the Admirals have a 4-2 lead. An empty netter. Well, give and go with LaRue and Joachim Kemmel scoring goal number 10 this season. Third against the Wild. It's a Wendy's Frosty 4. You've scored a free small Frosty Classic at Wendy's. No purchase necessary, valid only at participating Wisconsin Wendy's. Offer expires within 24 hours after the game. Final seconds ticking away. Horn sounds. This one's over. Admirals make it back-to-back wins. They knock off the Iowa Wild 4-2. Scored the first 2 goals of the game. Wild came back. They scored back-to-back. And the Admirals ended by scoring back-to-back to get the 4-2 victory on this Saturday night. They've won back-to-back. The Wild now dropped 10 in a row. Also of note, congratulations to Kelly Chen from Milwaukee. The Admirals scoring a second period power play goal, and she is the winner of a Umansky oil change, a free full-service oil change courtesy of our friends at Umansky Motor Cars. Stay tuned. The post-game show is next. Admirals knock off the Iowa Wild 4-2. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart radio app.
Time for our PKSD 3 stars of the game. Our third star of the game scored a goal for the Iowa Wild, number 43, Hunter Height. Second star of the game scored the first goal tonight for your Milwaukee Admirals, number 12, Ryan Ufko. And our first star of the game scored the game-winning goal in the third period, number 18, Ryder.
Yeah, let's do that. Awesome, thank you.
Quick chat with our first star, Ryder Rolston. Congratulations on the win, first and foremost. How about the third period goal? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I just kind of got lost in front there and just found my stick. It was an open net, so pretty easy to put it in.
You had a goal last night as well in the coldest game in AHL history, played outdoors. I got to hear it from one of the players. How was the conditions for that game?
I tell you what, it was freezing. I couldn't really catch my breath all night, but definitely something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life as well as my teammates. So definitely something that will never forget.
Well, congratulations on the goal tonight, the goal last night, both of them leading to Admirals victories. Fans, let's hear it for your first star. That's number 18, Ryder Rolston. It's another Admirals victory tonight. 4-2 is your final. 4 goals means it's Frosties at Wendy's. You can get that small size Frosty with your purchase at any participating Wendy's in the next 24 hours. We've also got a couple trigger deals for you. Bigby Coffee tomorrow, 16-ouncer. Scan that QR code and get in on that action. And also Zaz's is free tomorrow. Mozzarella sticks if you want to stop by Zaz's after you get that Bigby Coffee. And then top it off with a Frosty to finish your Sunday. You get all that from an Admirals victory tonight. Hey fans, thanks for coming out. Thanks for bringing the energy. Our next game is coming up next week on Tuesday. Puck drops at 7 p.m. The Admirals take on the Rockford Ice Hogs. Hope to see you then. Drive home safely.
It is time for the post-game show presented by Marcus Theaters. Attention movie lovers, join us at Marcus Theaters on Value Tuesdays when members get free popcorn and $6 movie tickets. Visit marcustheaters.com for more info today. Admirals make it back-to-back wins over the Iowa Wild here this weekend. Now 4-0 against the Wild this season. A 4-2 final before 6,927 fans, 6,927, as the Admirals improved to 18-17-2-1. They also improved to 12-5-1-0 at home, having won 4 of the last 5 on home ice. The Iowa Wild, they've now dropped 10 in a row. They fall to 10-26-4-1, including 4-13-2-0 on the road. Let's get to the We Energies replays, brought to you by We Energies. Stay safe and prevent a hazardous situation by calling Diggers Hotline at 811 at least 3 days before you begin any digging project. Nothing to talk about in that first period. The game was scoreless after 20. Shots were 13-12 Admirals after 1. But on to the second period, Admirals able to strike first. Daniel Carr and Joachim Kemmel with the assist, a power play goal. The 10th goal of the year for Ryan Ufko, his 5th on the power play, again 12:36 in. Admirals striking first for the 17th time of this now, game 38. Then 18-21 aid to that second period, little insurance. Kyle Marino and Sean Element with the assist. That rebound putback has been a friend of the Admirals lately. They've had a lot of rebound putbacks, some players in some great spots to finish. That comes 18-21 in, but the Wild responded quickly 16 seconds later. Ben Jones, along with Riley Height with the assists. 2-1, Admirals after 2. That second period, see the Admirals outshoot the Wild 13-10. On to the third. And last night the Admirals overcame a 2-0 deficit to win. Wild thinking, hey, we can do it as well. They were down 2-0, got to within 2-1, and they would tie things up early in the third. Off assist from Jack Peart along with Ben Gleason. Game tied at 2, but the Admirals not allowing the comeback to follow all the way through for the Wild. As we check out tonight's Prairie Farms Dairy game winner, it sounded like this. His 5th goal on the year, second against the Iowa Wild as the game winner. Award-winning Prairie Farms Dairy, the best choice for your family. As Jordan Osterley had the initial shot to put back in the backhand by Ralston. Also an assist there for David Edstrom. And then the Admirals put the exclamation point on this win. Joachim Kemmel with his 10th on the year. Zach LaRue, little give-and-go action with Kemmel. And then Jake Lucchini with the assist. 19:49 the time of the empty netter. Admirals outscoring the Wild 2-1 in the third, 4-2 the final. Shots were 8-5 Wild in that third, but the Admirals overall take the shooting 31-30. The night which the Admirals went 1 for 6 on the power play. The Wild 0 for 4. They are now 0 for 11 against the Admirals on the power play here this season. Tonight's PKSD guaranteed 3 stars of the game. The number 3 star is Hunter Haight of the Wild. He has scored in back-to-back games against the Admirals. The number 2 star tonight from the Admirals being Ryan Ufko. He has been one of the top scoring defensemen of the AHL. He started the scoring here tonight with that power play goal in the second period. And then the number 1 star with the game-winning goal, Ryder Ralston. The Admirals had 8 assists. Continental Properties donates $15 to the Ronald McDonald House for every assist, meaning a donation of $120 tonight. Continental Properties assisting others to make an impact. For every momentum-changing Admirals power play goal during the season, Traction Factory and the Admirals Power Play Foundation will team up to donate $50 to ABCD after breast cancer diagnosis. And tonight, the Admirals did score a power play goal. They've now scored back-to-back nights on the power play to add to their team an AHL leading power play goal total. So again, $50 tonight being donated thanks to Traction Factory, creating momentum in our community. And for Admirals goaltender Magnus Krona, who improves to 4-1-1 in his career against the Wild, he made 28 saves. Baker Tilley will donate $1 from each save during this season to the United Performing Arts Fund. That total will be matched with a donation from the Admirals Power Play Foundation. For every Admirals penalty kill this season, Waste Management will donate $25 to keep Greater Milwaukee beautiful. The Milwaukee Admirals Power Play Foundation will match that donation. For Admirals penalty kills tonight, $100 added to that total. Thanks to Waste Management, we're driving sustainability. And the Admirals scored 4, so you score a free small Frosty Classic. You can head to your local Wendy's for that free small Frosty Classic. No purchase necessary, valid only at Wisconsin Wendy's locations. Offer expires within 24 hours after the game. So a happy night for Admirals fans against 6,927. For this, the first of this 2-game homestand. Final score, Admirals 4, Wild 2. Back with more of our postgame in a moment. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHearts radio app. Yeah. It should be on the email that Aaron sent you with the interview today with Rollo. Otherwise, I'll text it to you right now just because the feed's live still. You need it? Okay. Otherwise, let me know. I'll text it to you right now. I texted it to you too, just in case. Thank you. Admirals knock off the Iowa Wild 4-2 here on this Saturday from historic UW Milwaukee Panther Arena, making it back-to-back wins over the Iowa Wild. So a big win here tonight as we check out the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Dear Winter, Toyota's got 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. That's saying something. Toyota, let's go places. Around the American Hockey League, only one other game involving Central Division teams. Right now, it is all Chicago over Rockford 3-0 with 16:38 left in the third period from Rockford, Illinois. Over in the National Hockey League, right now the Florida Panthers in the first intermission on top of the Minnesota Wild by a 2-1 score. Earlier, the Utah Mammoth knocking off the Nashville Predators by a 5-2 final. Up next, the Admirals host the Rockford IceHawks here on Tuesday with a puck drop of 7 p.m. Rockford coming to play tonight with 16 victories, 21 defeats, a couple overtime losses, a couple of shootout losses. They came into play a point back of the Admirals in 6th place in the Central Division. Admirals gaining 2 more points. They come to within a point of 4th place Texas. We'll come back and put a wrap on our game broadcast in a moment. Again, your final. The Admirals knock off the Iowa Wild 4-2. You're listening to Milwaukee Admirals Hockey on Fox Sports 920 and your iHeart Radio app.